It's the PK and DK show.
Please stand by. Stand by. On the air next. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. On the air next.
It's the PK and DK show. Time to go online. Hello, it's all about the internet.
www.pkndk.com. Forget normal.
The PK and DK show. Your average everyday couple fight and make up on YouTube. Welcome to our dysfunctional life.
All right, here we go. Another week. Come a little closer if you don't mind. Come a little closer. My name is PK. I'm gonna send you over to DK, who's gonna tell you why she used up all the toilet paper and didn't put anything on the roll. Let me send you right on over there.
That's embarrassing. Hi, DK here.
And I'm gonna take you on back over here if you're watching the show, and I'm gonna tell you that. Because we didn't have any toilet paper, please believe that toilet bowl now is
my God,
the rim.
Are you serious?
Oh, please believe. I'm not proud of it. But that's what happened.
There's toilet paper next to you to the left. All you have to do is put your left hand down, look at it, and there's more toilet paper.
I didn't know that. How was I supposed to know that?
It's right there in the magazine rack.
Here I am going to the bathroom trying to hurry up for the people in the chat. We're going to do a little roll call here in a few minutes. Here I am trying to hurry for you, which means my aim wasn't completely on. Then I go to clean it up, and then no toilet paper. I'm like, ooh, boy.
Gross, honey.
Maybe should have lifted that thing.
Is PK the only one that doesn't lift the lid? Like, I think that it's so weird. All men, I thought, lift up the toilet lid when they go.
Nah, that takes too much energy. Nah, plus my aim is on motherfucking point.
No, it's not.
On point.
PK pees all over the seat and most of the time forgets to wipe it down, and I think that's disgusting.
Please believe if I wanted to from this seat, I could make that basket up top. Please believe.
It's that large, huh?
I could make... No, not at all.
Oh,
are you laughing
trust
at
me, I know. First-hand experience.
You're already coming at me strong with the fatalities, huh? Yeah, there it is. Let me turn that. Yeah.
Did you wash your hands?
I did wash my hands,
Let me smell.
Yeah. I didn't wash my hands.
No.
Now they're all over her face.
Here, see, there's the thing. I do a trick, ladies.
What's the trick?
I put Smell Good soap in the bathroom on purpose. So if he doesn't wash his hands, it just smells normal. But if he does, I can smell like a fruit flavor.
Your
hands smell like shit.
You're quite the little detective.
I sure am.
Let's jump into the show.
PK and DK's Point Counterpoint.
Coming at your boy strong tonight. Right out the gate, strong. Point Counterpoint tonight. We're going to have some results from last week's Point Counterpoint. You can vote, of course, online at thedailyf.com. The first link you'll see up there is for this show, the 10-7 show. If you're just following the links, hopefully it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm working on a few things. We'll talk about them coming up in just a few. But the Point Counterpoint, which we need you to vote on, is have you ever moved close to a friend or a family member? Did you regret it? Was it awesome? Was it like the best years of your life? Or did you just miss the fact that you just had a little bit of space? The reason is it's so weird. We just moved from Studio C to the big Studio D.
Studio D, right?
By the way, Studio C was for the closet. Studio D is for the dining room. And it's like our lease here is 10 months?
It's 10 months only. It's crazy. I've never heard of a place that only has a 10-month lease, but that's what we got.
We asked her, can we do 12 months, more? We've been here 4 or 5 years, throw us a bone or something. She was like, well, 12 months cost more, and we're going to have to check with somebody.
We're like, what? We've been waiting for over a week, too. Like, how bad do you really want us?
I have to respect them for the lack of F's given when it comes to trying to keep tenants, but it's a great building. Love living here, and then we got all this stuff set up, so it's like I don't want to move it again.
No, because then we'll be off the air for another 4 weeks until PK puts it back.
First of all, we didn't miss a week. Thank you very much. Did we miss 1 week?
One.
We missed a week.
Just one.
So we found a place. It's right next to our buddy Shmeeze. Shmeeze is a contributor to the website at thedailyf.com. We get our groove on, we get our party on the weekends, and we're thinking about possibly going there at this townhome because we're not going to have to worry about every 10 months the rent going up.
Right.
And it's getting out of hand. It's like we've been playing music. I don't even know what to call it. It's like every time the lease is up, we move to a different apartment.
Different
We've been to
unit.
3 different apartments here. Because it's the funniest thing. They'll give us a cheaper rent if we move to a different apartment, but if we stay in the same unit,
then it just pops up.
Yeah.
It's because people can, there are new people who want to lease this apartment that will pay more money.
There's 24 floors of this apartment.
So that's just how business works, I guess.
So
it's nothing personal.
So I'm just tired of like every year having to move and set all this stuff up. So we're looking at this place, but again, I can't tell. Part of me is like, I think it's going to be a lot of fun because we'll be right next to our best friends here in Houston.
And the thing is that they're in a townhome, so it's not like an apartment. We're not right next door, or like as Ivan's just a few floors away. We literally are a townhome next door.
Well, and every time we get together, we get blacked out drunk.
And
every time.
Most of the time, we spend the night at their house anyway on the weekend.
So here's the choices: Team Friends, which is you can never be too close to the party. That's a choice right there. Or you can vote Team Space. Trust me, you don't want to do it. It seems like a good idea at first, but it is not. Please join us in the chat and let us know your experience. We'd love to go through some of them there, from Loki Thumbs to John, and we'll do a complete roll call here in just a few minutes. If you'd like to put your comments in the chat, you can to dailyf.com or pkndk.com. If you go to pkndk.com, hit the live tab, you'll see it right there. If you're on a mobile device, it's a little trickier. You'll have to close out the video, scroll down, put it in the chat, and then go back to the video to open it up, because YouTube, it just blows the video up, so it takes over the entire phone. Working on that as well. That's how you can vote on the point counterpoint. Would love to check some results before the end of the show. Clear? Anything else I forgot?
Clear.
PK and DK's Point Counterpoint.
Who do y'all think the winner is?
Vote on our Facebook page, facebook.com/PK and DK. And online now at www.pkanddk.com.
Little trigger happy with them keys. What were you going to say? Were you going to say something?
John in the chat says Studio TH, a.k.a. Studio Down.
No, I think that if we do the townhome, it'll be Studio B, because we'd move all the stuff from the closet to the dining room to the bedroom.
So a bedroom, not an office?
We're moving up. No, I'm not going to spend $500. I looked at an office. It was like $500.
No, like the office in the townhome.
I think the office is still a bedroom, though.
It's like bathroom. I don't want to be in a bathroom.
Yeah. So, all right. Real quick, I do have some results from last week's Point Counterpoint that you guys have been voting. And it was the timing on this it was just like insane. We were talking about how Denise was leaving the apartment, saw a guy with a bunch of guns on him in a uniform, so she got freaked out. I was telling her, well, you don't really need to call anybody. You just have to assess the situation. If the guy's in a uniform, if he looks like he's going to work, we're in Texas, it's cool. Don't worry about it. However, if the guy looks shady, then yeah, you want to call somebody. Remember that? Point counterpoint?
Yes, I do.
How freakishly weird the coincidence that there was that shooting in Rosenberg the day after. Roseburg.
Yes,
Roseburg.
Yeah,
why do I keep thinking Rosenberg?
I'm not sure. But Roseburg, Southern Oregon.
It just puts everything in perspective. The results are people, to use a little common sense, was at 64%. I bet you if we asked this week, it would be completely different. Team DK, better safe than sorry, at 36%.
Okay.
I still say you got to use some common sense, and it's sad that there's crazy people out there. Mm-hmm. I love the fact that they're doing, I don't know if the media is doing it or not, but I know the sheriff is not naming this clown.
Right.
He's not getting any attention, so I do love that. The person that is getting attention is that hero dude that's in the hospital. Thought that was awesome. So there's some little good nuggets out of this overall tragedy that happened. And it just sucks that there's like just crazy people out there trying to ruin it for everybody.
Right.
It really does.
It's really sad.
Really, it's beyond sad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even have a word for that. You want to do a little roll call in the chat?
Oh, absolutely.
Why do we do a roll call?
Because the people
must be heard.
In the chat, we have...
What are you doing? We both have...
Let me get a little closer to the screen. Because your screen is different than my screen.
I know, but they rotate, and you're never going to get all of them. So,
all right, we have Loki Thumbs, Manuel, Baby J, John, Rose, JD, Stewart, Christy, Morphman, Brandon, Horizon, Megs, EM Gomez, PDMGTO, and 8 Lurkers.
My boys, they be lurking. Nigga, we lurking. Yeah, what are you trying to, I was trying to stop it there.
Gotcha.
On the show, a little closer, please. A little closer on the show. We've got the most unromantic bath in the history of the world.
Not due to this guy.
No, you did it too.
Oh, no.
No, you did it too. I started it, but you did it too. And it got real uncomfortable.
We did like a little choo-choo train of...
Tell you about that. Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
I just sneezed. Bless me.
Have you ever moved close to a friend? That was a point counterpoint. Vote on that. We're going to revisit it coming up. The exercise pill. Yes. Listen to me. Come a lot closer. The exercise pill. Holla motherfucking Luya. We'll tell you about that. Denise has the info on that. I saw the headline. Too good to be true. Didn't click on it. You brought it to the table. I wanna pick your brain on it.
Got it.
Also, we're gonna need some help on a little one, KiKi. Is she on the cam? You can kind of see KiKi there in the corner of the room. Kiki's got this new attitude. I'm sorry for the language. I try to keep it.
Come over here.
The majority of this, I try to keep it clean, even though it's online and uncensored. I still want to keep it clean. Every once in a while, though, you have to drop a couple of unpleasant words. This is one of those times. Our little baby KiKi here has adopted this no fucks, shit everywhere, whenever, wherever attitude. It's new. I don't know where it came from. I have no idea where this came from. She's been potty trained. We're good. We take her out in the morning. We take her out at night. All of a sudden, just dumps wherever, whenever she wants.
And
walked in through the door today. You took her out at what time?
I took her out at 6 this morning.
Okay, I get home like 10:15. You know how I roll.
Right.
You know how I roll. There's crap everywhere. There's like landmines all over the living room. Like, what is going on?
Landmines, ew.
If you have a pet, don't tell us just yet, but coming up, we'll talk about that. Am I sexist? A lot of people came at me pretty hard. I want to ask DK. We also have a little video for you. 6 things you didn't know about wine. You have that list?
I do.
Have you got over it?
I have, yes.
What do you think?
I agree.
I
agree
wonder
with a
if
lot of them.
that's coming up here with Wine Wednesday. I wonder if we can get Shmeeze on the phone as well. I know he's leaving tomorrow, so he might be extra busy. I don't want to bug him. But he wrote a great article online that's entitled, not my words, Shmeeze's words, "The Fattie That Has Me Heated." And then he went through this story that was like, it was a news story, but I'd love to be able to see if we can maybe get him on to get his take. If not, we'll read it off of the website at thedailyf.com. Ashley Benson, Cecil costume, got her in some heat. Have you seen it?
I don't know who Ashley Benson is.
Yeah, she's the girl from Pretty Liars. Pretty White Liars. What is it? Little Liars? They're all white. Come on.
Pretty Little Liars. But no, I don't watch
This
that.
is the outfit. What do you think?
Oh.
How is that offensive? What am I missing? So we'll talk about it.
Okay.
I actually would like to make that offensive. So I ran out of time today, but I'm gonna run that idea by you. The worst advice of all time, if you're a pet lover, we're gonna give that to you. Also, I want to ask you, what restaurant would you wait in line for 5 hours? There's one. I tried to go to it. I couldn't do more than 45 minutes. I said, out of here. Effing out of here. Maybe you've eaten there, and I'd love to know. Even if you're not like in the live chat right now, you can tweet us, hashtag PK and DK. When I tell you what this restaurant is, even if you're listening in the car, maybe you got your phone plugged in or what have you, tweet me and tell me if I really messed up by getting out of that line. Because I couldn't do it. That line was that long.
I heard people wait. And now thinking about it, there are a few restaurants where we've waited in line.
Not for that long. 5 hours?
Not 5 hours, but hours.
Yo, they better be cooking that barbecue with some like cocaine sprinkled on it or something.
I've heard it's
5 hours?
amazing.
There you go. Speaking of food, I'm going to tell you how you can get Chipotle for $3. That's not a bad deal, right?
No.
And I got a story about getting violated at that massage parlor. That was all thanks to DK right here. So all that, much more is coming up on this show. We'll try to keep everything quick since we got so much on the schedule. Emails, comments, and tweets, you can always send these in. PK@thedailyf.com is my email. I've been talking to a lot of you guys through the email throughout the week. You've been sending me some great stories. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. You can also do it on Twitter, PK and DK. You can do it on Facebook. Our page is PK and DK. I got to do something with the name there because all the Daily F stuff goes on our PK and DK Facebook page.
Yeah.
It's all coming together, but now there's 2 different names, so I have to figure something out, maybe do a little graphic or something, but whatever. Regarding the Cecil the Lion costume, Francisco emailed in saying, it's an effing costume, get over it, people. Regarding the sleeping Yankees fan that I have online.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that guy?
I've not.
Pass the F out.
I am not surprised. And we have one Yankee fan that's in our circle of friends. Biggest Yankee fan. As soon as they lost last night, already switched his profile picture from the Yankees to the Rangers.
There he is right there. Right there.
No, that's an old one.
No. The reason that I put it up is because talk about insult to injury. The court ruling just came down and said he couldn't sue because he tried to sue ESPN, Major League Baseball, all that stuff. Now, here's the thing, folks. Here's the thing. You are looking at a fat man right here. Added some weight, and, you know, it makes you tired. I've fallen asleep at EDM fests. I've fallen asleep at sporting events.
Last weekend at Zed, you fell asleep.
Yeah. That's more under the EDM fest. You name it, I've fallen asleep, right? But here's the difference. I claim it. Right? Somebody gets video of me at Zed, passed out or whatever. I'm not trying to sue people. I'm like, you know what? I fell asleep. This dude should have just said the game sucked. Baseball, there's so many avenues you could have gone besides trying to get money and suing everybody. So it was thrown out. And
that's even more embarrassing, I feel like. Like, you should have just left to be like, oh, my God, that's embarrassing. That's me passed out. let's move on. Instead of making a big deal, like months later, we're still talking about it.
Radio said he's just trying to get that money because they lost. That's true.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of that guy, Astrospic, that's why I like you. No F's given. Not sure. Oh,
that's in regards to the picture.
My Facebook picture?
Yeah. So we had a picture in May of 13 that PK. So it was PK and our girl Jilly. They were at the game and hanging out. PK stood up and caught like a foul ball like in his beer cup. And that was it. And like the picture is epic. And it was actually on TV, which is how PK got like a screen grab. So many people thought it was from yesterday, though.
No. It wasn't. I wish it was. I'm logging in right now. Let me bring it up right here. This is, yeah. Here it is.
And everyone thinks that's me. I wish I was.
Yeah, I caught that bitch in a beer cup.
That's pretty cool.
What? That's how I roll.
And look at PK doing his little dance. He's like,
please believe I finished the beer. Doing my little.
You finished the beer at the
bar?
Yeah,
because they had stopped. I think they had stopped serving beer.
Oh.
So I don't care. Plus, alcohol kills everything. So
sure it does.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. So thank you for that. Regarding Ariana Grande, she kissed her friend accidentally. One said accidentally. I think just needs to put herself in the news again. You're right about that. Regarding the cheating British dude we're going to talk about. I have his picture here if you're watching the show, not podcasting. This story is epic. If there's something you don't want to miss tonight on the show and you haven't seen this post at thedailyf.com, this is a great story. It's coming your way. And regarding it, and by the way, just a Reader's Digest version of the thing. One of the girls met this dude. They started making out, had a great night, took down his number wrong, tried to call him, couldn't find him, put a thing up on social media to try to find this dude that she loved, and his girlfriend responded. His girl responded. Now, there's a few things about the story that I'm like, I don't know. I'm not sure who to believe here, and I'll run those down. So it's coming up. You don't want to miss that. But regarding that, Amy was saying it's like the European version of Mari. You are not the cheater. The Whopper, regarding the Whopper, Dale sent me in a comment saying it's actually really good, followed by Misty. You're eating black food coloring. What did you expect would happen? Because I guess it turns your poop green. You want to try it?
I love Whoppers.
You love big black things in your mouth.
Oh,
yes, you
God.
do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
You're white, honey.
Joanna was saying, it's good, though. My sis had it, ate a bit of it. It's really, really good. Esteban, once you go black, you will never go Big Mac.
That's a good one.
I like that. That's good.
I still want to do a burger challenge.
Rosenda, OS, thank you. Now I know what happened, so I'm not going to worry today because I guess you looked at his doo-doo and it was green and he was like, what's going on there? Regarding The Leftovers that premiered on HBO, I'll put a little review on there on Facebook. Irene said, damn, too late. I'm already hooked. I told her not to watch it because the writer comes up with, he's got great concepts. The dude that came up with The Leftovers.
Yeah.
He also did Lost. He also did Prometheus. Great concepts, but the dude just doesn't know how to finish anything ever. He's like, no way in hell you're not going to be disappointed. And mark this show down. Mark the original post date down. I put it in the dailyf.com. We're going to go back to that day when The Leftovers is over because I guarantee you the majority of people are going to be disappointed. I'm willing to say like 65, 70% of people are going to be disappointed.
Okay.
Maybe on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know where you can get those reviews, but no way. This dude does not know how to finish anything. Lindelof. David Lind. What's his name?
I don't even know what The Leftovers is. I thought you were talking about our leftover spaghetti from Sunday. I got confused.
All right. And regarding me almost getting raped, Ivy said she laughed, which is great. That's awesome. I got violated and you're laughing. Reading this was the highlight of my day. Thank you for that, PK. So thank you guys. As always, you could always send us in like stories. If you see something throughout the week, you want to comment on something, whatever, you could do it. PK at thedailyf.com. You could do it on Facebook. You could do it on Twitter. You name it. You could do it on YouTube in the comments section. Whatever. Get to it. Let's get to some Wine Wednesday here.
Oh, yeah. It's Denise's Wine Wednesday. She don't know nothing about wine except that it make her feel good. Oh, yeah. No credentials. Denise's Wine Wednesday. The following information gonna be pointless. Oh, yeah. She don't even remember the wine tasting she's been to. Why?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I'm laughing because these cups that PK was so sweet to personalize for us. I mean, every week they just keep getting worse and worse.
Why do you keep putting them in the dishwasher? I'm going to wring your neck.
What's the point now? There's no way that they're going to unget.
It takes 2 seconds to rinse the motherfuckers off. 2
All
seconds.
Right. Anyway, back to Wine Wednesday. So this evening, I went to the local Kroger on the way home. Found this amazing Kendall Jackson, which PK, this is one of your favorite.
Do you know why that's my favorite?
Because you and I went to an event in Washington with him.
Kendall Jackson is located in Sonoma.
I know. I'm thinking because you went with an ex to there.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Are you serious?
Well, nah, but like when I was first getting introduced.
God.
Well, let me finish
This
this.
reminds you of your ex.
No, it does not.
You're not getting any KJ.
This is.
You can't have any KJ.
First, I don't want to be reminded of my exes. It's not like I want to be reminded of them. My ex's mom, who was very fancy dancy and a sweet lady, she knew everything about wine, and she said that Kendall Jackson was like the best deal for the buck, or the best like wine that you could get for like 15, 16 bucks, and it's like it matches the $40, $50 wine. So that's the only bit of wine info I knew for like 6, 7 years until we started, drinking wine.
Until I started giving good tips about Wine Wednesday, right?
Right. But
yeah,
Kendall
not at all.
Jackson is a pretty good wine for the buck. Pretty good bang for your buck.
So this wine happened to be last call.
You want to hold it up? Go ahead.
So it was $17.49. Let's see if you can get it in here.
And what store did you buy this at?
I got this
Here,
at
let me just hold it
Kroger.
up.
Okay. So I got it at Kroger, similar to like a Fred Meyer, whatever. But it was on last call sale, which means they only have very few bottles left, but they do want to get rid of them.
So go
it was
down
on
there
sale
and
for
pick yours up.
$11.55. So it's called the Avant, or Avant.
All right.
By apparently Kendall Jackson, which PK knows more about than I do.
There you go.
But the back
There you go, Hayden.
The back of the bottle was kind of cool.
What's the back?
The part says, this sultry wine is perfect for a celebration with friends or a fun night in. Wink, wink.
Okay. Yeah, we had a fun night in. We'll tell you about that coming up in a few minutes.
Yeah, it's so romantic.
It was romantic until you decided to mess up the bubble thing. Cheers to you
Anyway.
guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We appreciate you as always, as every week. Thank you for taking the time. Also, cheers to the podcasters and anybody that gives us a view throughout the week. Would you like to say thank you to anybody?
Yes.
Go ahead.
John says, hashtag white girl wasted. Not quite yet, John.
Not yet.
But no, cheers.
I think you can tell when you're
Honestly.
hashtag wasted. Cheers to 713 Anita. Cheers to Juicebox M. Gomez. How you doing? Cheers to you, JD. What up? Manuel Beba. Rose, Megs, Brandon, Loki, Christy, Horizon, and John, my damn self. Cheers to myself as well. Are you trying to get me messed up? What do I have 2 glasses of wine?
That one was from earlier. That was your pre-glass.
We got 6 things you didn't know about wine. I'm curious to know. Because a lot of you have been here since the start of this. How long have you been doing this? Like a year and a half now? A lot of you guys have been here.
Yeah.
A lot of Wine Wednesdays, a lot of facts. I'm wanting to know how many of this 6 things that this list says you did know about wine, we actually did. Let me send you over to DK. Go ahead.
Yes. Did you know?
Oh, it is a did you know?
Ooh.
Did you know? No. Did you know?
Did you know wine experts aren't very consistent? Someone tricked a bunch of wine tasters into thinking they were trying different wines when they were actually trying the same one.
Yeah,
Over
I could have guessed that.
Over and over again. And apparently 90% of them rated it differently.
I could have
Like,
guessed that.
Oh, I got that. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I just don't think like whenever we go to these wine tasting things, and we've only done like a couple.
Yeah, I
but
just
they're
wanna
always
get
like,
drunk,
could
honestly.
you test the dirt and the tobacco and the
coffee beans.
the cotton candy or whatever. What do they
Cotton
say?
candy.
I don't
think
effing
they
know.
say cotton candy.
I'm like, bitch, you can't taste all that stuff. Just pour the wine. It's either good or it's not. It's either like I could taste if it's spicy or if
Right.
it's smooth or if it makes me immediately want to vomit. That's it. Those are my choices.
Ooh.
Did you know? No. Did you know?
You don't always have to drink white wine with fish. Most people think that red wine goes with game, such as like beefs, meats, fillets, lamb, etc. And that white wine goes with lighter things like a sea bass, fish, whatever.
Okay.
However, but a fatty fish, just like tuna or salmon, actually goes better with like a medium-bodied wine. So like a Pinot Noir.
That's something else. Like whenever we have steak and you're supposed to get red wine, so I'll get the red wine with the steak. But I'm like, all right. I mean, I guess this is what everybody talks about, but it just seems like red wine with steak.
Yeah.
Like, I know it says it complements the meal,
I can't really tell. As
I
long
mean,
as
I don't
it's
know.
good
it
wine
just
to
tastes
me,
good
that
enough.
it makes my cheeks
yeah.
feel good enough.
Ooh.
Did you know? No. Did you know?
Damn! All right, and this is my personal favorite, the twist-off tops. The twist-off cap doesn't mean that it's a bad wine.
Okay.
Wineries have been using them since the 50s, and they're better at preventing oxidation, which can ruin a bottle of wine. So oxidation when you get too
That
much
I did know. Yeah.
in. Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to drop some knowledge in your ass right now. We don't have any
do
corks in here, do we?
No, because I can't open.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I only buy twist-offs.
When you next time you open a wine and you pull out the cork, look at the cork and you'll see a little bit of red at the very bottom. If you see that towards the middle or something, it means the wine probably is bad because air got into it.
Or it's been sitting this way a little long. Yeah.
Also, store your wine sideways because the wine in the front keeps the air from coming in. So you don't want to keep them up and down.
True story.
Ooh.
Did you
What's your true story?
True story. We never have a bottle of wine longer than 3 days in the house, so we really don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we actually try to do this experiment with champagne where if you put a spoon.
Oh, I could get it. I can get it.
Do you still have it?
I do. I didn't.
How long has it been in there?
Since Sunday.
Holy shit. Really? We didn't drink that?
No, I was going to drink it during bath time, but then we got a little,
All right.
sidetracked.
We should try that. And a pretty cool little trick if you like champagne. Hang on.
Ooh.
Did you know? No. Did you know?
Jesus. Expensive wine only tastes better if you know it's expensive. One study found that people like cheap wine if they thought it was more expensive. And then other studies found that the average person really can't tell the difference anyway. And that's what happened. We did a blind wine taste test at our buddy's house where we had 6 bottles of wine ranging from the box wine from $4.99 all the way up to a high-end wine at $60. And then we tried 5 of them and ranked them, and nobody knew what the best tasting one was. Our favorite.
No, we picked the cheapest one.
Our favorite was the second to cheapest because there was the boxed wine and then there was the one with the rooster. And the one with the rooster, Rex Goliath, that happened to be
the what?
Rooster.
Oh yeah.
What are you saying?
I thought it was no, I wasn't trying to be funny. I really thought that was somewhere in the name.
Rooster? They say cock-a-doodle-doo. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
Okay.
Get off my back. Plus, you didn't tell them that usually the cheaper wines taste better because they add sugar to them, and they don't add sugar to the more expensive wines.
Yes, and then
According to our friend,
that causes a hangover.
Ooh.
Did you know? No. Did you know?
Okay, most wine doesn't get better with age. About 90% of wines are meant to be consumed within a year or two, which PK is guilty of having 4 bottles of wine that are at least 15, 20 years old.
20 years old. I got
Yeah,
that wine from the Billboard Music
They
Awards.
have dust on them and stuff. It's gross.
We should pop that bitch open.
Hell no, I would never drink that. Save that as just to look at.
Nah, because that's why you do wines. That's why you save wines.
No,
the whole
did you
point
just
of
hear
saving.
what I said?
Don't listen to her. The whole point of saving a wine is not because it's necessarily going to taste better, right?
It's about the story.
It's about the memories that you made during that 10 years. Shut your goddamn mouth. I'm trying to tell a story right now.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
This is good stuff, is what I'm saying. If you save a bottle, if you save a bottle, I swear to
I
God.
don't give up what you think.
If you
bitch.
save a bottle, let's say for 2 years, during that 2 years, their mic is off. During that 2 years, if you had a baby or you got married or you got a better job or something, finally when you pop that champagne or wine open, you cherish it while thinking about those memories. That's why you store wine.
Oh,
I'm going to turn your mic back on.
I understand.
Damn.
Thank you. Last one.
All right, did you know, as I do that, Shmeeze is in the chat. Shmeeze, I'm going to try to FaceTime you because I want you to talk about the fat dude you're going off on. All right, so I don't know if that's good or not. Put it in the chat. Let me know. One more.
Ooh.
Did you know? No. Did you know?
Thank you. I was about to pop you one. Boxed wine is huge in other countries. It's only 18% of wine sales here in the United States. But for countries, Brazil, Australia, Sweden, Norway, it's 50%. And the reason why it's cheaper mostly has to do with packaging and shipping, not quality. Yeah.
Okay, so find little wine tips right there. Maybe we'll put the article online at thedailyf.com. Maybe she will. I doubt she will. But
I don't know how yet.
how long does it take a motherfucker to learn how to post on the website?
Why don't you teach me? And don't call me a motherfucker. You are a
Stupid bitch.
Thank you.
I hate the fact that I taught you how to work the buttons. I hate that.
All I do is
That's
push
the
a
worst.
screen. Ew, I just sprayed so much. Twice times 2.
I know you're a good
Ew.
sprayer is what you are. Yeah, you are. That's why I love you. Online at
Let's go back to the
thedailyf.com.
people.
Go to the people, and then I have to do a little online check. Go ahead.
Damn, PK just checked your ass.
Yeah.
I mean, DK just checked.
Wait,
PK's
no.
ass.
No. Anything else you see?
It's for the taste. Welcome to the chat, Eric FM.
What's up, Eric?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
713 Anita and Juicebox also joined us.
Okay, very nice. Welcome. I thought
Manuel
713
also.
Anita was there for a little
Ian
while ago.
Gomez.
Okay, welcome. Cheers to you guys. Cheers. I don't even know which wine to drink because I have a couple right now.
And guess what else?
What else?
We got 7 lurkers.
That's over here and
11 now. We got 11.
lurking.
They keep joining. They keep lurking.
Well, quit lurking and log the FN. Have some fun. Say some shit.
Ian
You're
Gomez
good.
is on top of it. Do you have a breaking news sounder?
I don't have a breaking news.
Breaking news.
Okay, that's-
Ashley Benson just apologized to Instagram for her post.
What? Why?
Oh no.
Why did she apologize?
Because apparently she was offensive, and that's the wrong thing to do.
Stupid bitch. Cut that bitch off.
Come on. How is that offensive? And you know what? You're letting these idiots win. I'm offended at the fact that they thought, and I put this in the post, that they thought that was offensive. It's a lie. So nobody could be a fucking lion? Your kids can't be lions? People's kids can't be lions?
I'm going to be a lion for Halloween.
We better not. You're going to offend the world.
My name's not going to
You
be
gonna offend the
Cecil.
world.
It's going to be Simba.
God, people are so stupid, man. People are so stupid.
If people are like, that's offensive, I'll be like, since when Simba offensive? In your face.
You know what else I did like, though?
Cecil
The people
haters.
that get offended at stuff, the social keyboard warriors, no matter what it is, they got to be offended about something. They just wait to be offended.
That is the only reason why she
Like
apologized.
this shit right here. Oh, I'm offended. I'm so offended.
That's
The only thing I love about these people, let me see if I can bring it up right now. I have it here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 goddamn second.
okay. That's what I was gonna ask.
What's that?
I was gonna
Got
ask if she posted something about Cecil and if that's why, or she just
No,
happened
she
to-
said it's just like a Cecil outfit or something.
She said 20 minutes before, what do you guys think of my Cecil the Lion costume?
Okay, and
And that's why.
and
people
what?
were
And
upset.
what? And what? There's bigger things to be complaining and being offended about than that. If that offends you because he even said that, then get a goddamn life. And that's it.
Right.
But what I do like about these people that get offended about everything is this story right here today. They got offended. They did like this ad because they wanted to go off on a company because they had, I guess the women force wasn't as high as the men force at this company. So they put this ad together. Let me play for you this ad real quick.
What's it called?
It's in French, so I don't know, but and it's a lot of visuals. I'll walk you through the visuals if you're podcasting. It starts off with a kitchen scene where the oven is like on fire. And then it goes into like a really messy bedroom of a kid. Obviously, nothing's been put away. The ironing board now is caught on fire because nobody's paying attention to it. Oh, look, that's what Denise does. Empty toilet paper rolls.
But at least that seat's up.
Poor dog ain't got no food.
Oh,
Mom's gone. Now we're in the closet. You see mom's gone. And I don't know what the hell that means because it's in French. Maybe somebody in the chat
The
does.
majority of people. Oh,
Go ahead.
I don't know. I need to just read it.
Oh, it's in French, but they were saying.
I know French. Ooh, wee, wee.
You know French?
No.
Okay, let me rewind it. Go
I
ahead.
said no.
You said you knew French. Go ahead. What's this? What's it
It
saying?
says the majority of people don't like people.
What? Okay, I'm pretty sure that's not what it says, but we'll go with that, I guess. My point is these idiots get offended at anything and everything because they just look at something to jump on. So every once in a while, this happens, and it's awesome. They go after each other, and that's awesome. I just love it. It makes my day. I'm like, oh, you stupid motherfucker. You're going after the people that have your back. Like, because it doesn't matter, because they just want something to bitch about.
So, and the reason behind this ad, because it got pulled, is
It got pulled. They were trying to say something about like the company because it was sexist. They were saying it was like so sexist that implies that only women do the cleaning. That implies
Do you
that's
have
it.
our thing from earlier?
I do. Let me bring it up because this is what I wrote. I wrote that like it's weird because if you really think about things, DK does do the quote unquote women work. I do the quote unquote men work. but it's men's work, whatever. It's not like we sat down and we drew out a list and said, this is what the women do and this is what the men do.
Right.
We gravitated towards what we're best at, I guess, I think. And then we try to help each other at when we can. Like, I'll try to help her when it comes to like the dishes or stuff.
Right.
I could be better at it. She yells at me not to do the laundry or whatever. So the whole sexist thing about like, well, women do all that, like that whole ad, they're going after it saying, well, it's not like that anymore. I'm like,
I mean, it might not be, but to each their own, honestly. Like in our house, it's not that in my head, I was like, I have to do this and I have to do that. Like I come home sometimes like during my lunch break because I feel like the house isn't all the way put together and I want to make sure that I come home after everything and make sure everything is like perfect. Like if I don't have time, if I have to like run out at 6 a.m. or something, like, I don't know. And it also calms me down. Like, I know this sounds crazy to most men, but other women probably understand like cleaning stuff or organizing. That helps like calm me down. I don't know why.
But it's interesting because it's like other people, like any of these social warrior people would be, well, that's so sexist. Your household's so sexist.
No,
I can't believe she does
cares?
that. But that's what I'm saying. That's just like,
us. It's not yours. You buddy.
and that goes to the company as well. And that goes to like the company. Nobody looks at all the minute things that are in place. Immediately they're like, well, women don't have the work for whatever. Maybe there's guys in that particular field have more of an interest in it than some of the ladies. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe the fashion industry is more women driven. Is that sexist? I don't think so. It's just how it worked out. Some things just work out like it works out because of the effort that somebody puts through the, Now, I'm not saying that there isn't definitely room for improvement where, people do get discriminated against. But overall,
when it comes to households, everybody's different. Like going back to my grandparents, my grandma's the one that does the majority of the work. Going to my parents, my dad, for some reason, growing up, he always loved to like sweep and clean for some reason.
It's how it works.
It's to each, again.
It's just funny. It's just funny that they tried to make a point about a company. And the point that they made, like other people are the same people that are pissed at the company now are pissed at the people that are on their side, pissed at the company. It's like, it's a circle of people that just want to be pissed. It's just people that want to be pissed no matter what. Like they got nothing else going on. They've got to have something to complain about. Mm-hmm. It's just like, so whatever. So she came home for lunch today and I'm like, hey, I just want to ask you, do you think I'm sexist? So we recorded this little video. If you didn't see it online, let me play it for you right now. Why is it that you don't let me do the laundry?
Because you'll shrink our clothes.
Because I know you don't love doing it.
No, I hate it.
But isn't that like sexist that you do it? You should be making me do it.
I make you fold your underwear and I make you put it away. So it's like half and half.
What about dishes?
Dishes I hate, but I on purposely stack them incorrectly.
Yeah.
So you have to go back and redo it.
But yet you still do them.
Correct.
Is it because it take too long to do them?
Yes.
Sexist.
Oh my God, not sexist.
The floor. You're like always doing the Swiffer.
Using the Swiffer.
Yeah. How come I don't do that?
Because you're lazy and you don't know how to pick up the damn Swiffer.
Sexist. I am so sexist. I'm the sexist guy around. Sexiest guy around.
Oh,
the sexiest sexist guy around. When it comes to wiring stuff up, hanging up the TVs, a little bit of wiring work here and there, maybe some painting. Who's doing that?
I try to help, but you do it.
I don't want you to touch it. You're going to break stuff. You're going to probably blow some fuses, set the house on fire. You are sexist.
I don't do it.
That's why you're sexist.
It's not sexist.
Sexist.
That is. It's because I don't know how to do it.
Are you online right now?
Yes, I am.
Could you go to www.sexist.com?
Shut your mouth. You're annoying the hell out of me. Why do I come home for lunch?
It's the PK and DK Show. Catch us live weekdays at 5 Pacific, 7 Central. Or get your fix 24/7. Replays, podcasts, vlogs, and more. www.pkanddk.com at pkanddk.com.
Okay, John, going back real quick to your comment.
What'd he say?
John says, did you tell her to make a sandwich first before you talked to her, PK? Actually, PK made me a sandwich when I got home.
Because I'm not sexist.
I'm not sexist either. I took out the trash.
I made her a nice sandwich, too. Nice sandwich.
I took out the trash and told him the only thing I asked you to do is please put the trash liner back in. And guess what? Still not in there.
I have been in this chair since you went to work.
Blah, blah, blah.
See what I'm saying, folks? No appreciation for the hard work I put in on the website. A couple other things you should definitely, if you haven't seen them, maybe you missed them, you should definitely read the 4 takeaways from 5 Nights in Ibiza Shmeeze's good friend went to Ibiza, and he wrote this incredible article. He also has some music that kind of like really paints the picture. So if you've ever wanted to go to Ibiza, definitely check that article out. I definitely want to go. I don't think I'll ever be able to afford to go in my entire life. And if I do, it's not going to be that experience. But he kind of breaks it down to something that we can all have fun with.
I could go. I'm sure I can find
Well, yeah,
someone.
if you shake that ass, but time's running out, babe. You better hurry up.
Yes!
Woo!
There
you go. The truth hammer.
I wouldn't.
Can we make that a new thing?
I was like, I wouldn't do that to you. But now, after that comment.
The truth hammer.
I'll slap the shit out of you.
Ow, god damn it. Demi Lovato, did you see her cute thing? You think she
Naked?
does it on... No, she's not naked.
Oh.
She's had 2 little incidents that I don't think she's doing on purpose, because sometimes that happens to me where I just don't get what people are saying, so I'll say the wrong thing. Like, you haven't seen the video yet, have you?
I haven't seen the video.
Let me... Hang on, because we got so much damn stuff here. All right, here it is. I think I have to fast forward a little bit. Here it is.
Are you guys hot?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. So kids, what did we learn at school today?
In health and social care, we learn about inherited genes and stuff.
Okay, that's good. Like hand-me-down clothing?
No, it's like if your ear is attached to your face or if it like...
Right, because of your mom and dad.
You think she does that on purpose? Because just last week she had
don't know.
she had this. Just last week.
And your favorite dish? I like mugs because
It's not.
very cool in your hand.
Oh, here we go. My bad. One more time. Hang on.
To touch. So, coffee or hot tea.
Here we go.
And your favorite dish? My favorite dish? I like mugs because they're very comfortable in your hand and they hold hot things.
So she like always answers them wrong, like she doesn't know it. Like, do you think I think that's just innocent.
I feel like she's in a different country right now, right? They all have
The
different.
questions aren't like if you're in France, you're gonna get that fucked up.
I don't know. Maybe
When they're talking about you learning science, it says jeans. I'm pretty sure they're not talking about Levi's.
I
Come on.
don't think she's doing it on
Come on.
purpose.
We've got the golf trick shot online as well. I don't know why. It's my people that do this. Our people that do this. White people always do the craziest things. I'm part of that. I tried to so hard find the little logbook when I skydive and dislocated my shoulder on the way back. I don't know where that is. Maybe it's in storage or something.
Right, yeah.
But so I'm not like not in the, I guess, scope of like idiotic things that white people do. This dude climbed up on a boulder 3,245 feet up in the air and was like hitting golf balls. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Like I couldn't even watch the video. Then you got Shmeeze's people in the chat that like climb cranes that are up 2,000, 200 feet. How tall are these things? 250 feet?
Cranes?
Yeah, you never seen the Russian crane people?
No.
No.
I was thinking they're like 10 feet.
You've never seen that?
No.
Let me bring one up. Go through the chat. What you got over there?
We have
How have you never seen that?
yes, genes and DNA. John says she's hot. That's referring to Demi. You can have all my babies. Interesting.
I can't believe you've never seen these things.
No.
All right, here's just a random one I just pulled up. Let me see if it. I'm gonna have to mute. I'm gonna have to mute the music just so we don't get our show pulled down again.
Like last week, unfortunately.
Yeah, and let me just fast forward here.
Can you? Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Whoa! What?
You've never seen this? Are you kidding me?
No.
Go ahead and describe it for the podcasters.
So it's literally thousands of feet in the air. It looks like hundreds, and people are freestanding and doing like balance beam moves on cranes.
Yeah, like those cranes you build buildings with. And look, you can see them from down below. Look.
Yeah, he's like walking, like tightrope walking, but on the crane. No harness or anything. So if he
No,
falls,
because
he's
they're like
dead.
crazy. How have you never seen this?
I've never heard of this.
Here's
before.
the one in like Japan somewhere.
Shanghai. Whoa. So again, it's just like his perspective from a camera.
It's just
on
from
his
like a
head,
GoPro
like
and
climbing and.
I wonder if I can fast forward. I wonder if there's another person there to get like the Where did we see some people doing this?
When we were in Lisbon.
Look at these fools.
When we were we were in Barcelona.
Like that's just kosher for them. They're like, yeah, whatever. Look, we're just hanging out. It's cool. Hell no. Hell nah.
When we were in Barcelona and we
By the way, all those people white,
there.
just like I was saying. All those people.
That guy looked Asian.
Whatever. It's like in the neighborhood. No, I don't think he was. You want to
From
make a bet?
Shanghai.
So what? I don't think he was. I guarantee you. I'll put some money down right now. What you want to put down?
Shot.
All right, we'll bet a shot. Here we go. Guarantee you. That guy's Asian?
I don't know.
Go. What kind of shot would you like to do?
Nothing.
What kind of shot would you like to do? White people are crazy. I'm telling you.
Keep it moving.
You can't bet me a shot and then not do the shot.
John says this is why white people die, because you don't see Mexicans, Black, or even Asian doing this.
No. I don't know. It's in our blood.
Horizon thinks that the guy was also. Yeah.
Well, Horizon, what are you talking about, bro? Does it even say what his name is? I wonder if it says what his name is. It doesn't say. No, I don't see his name anywhere there. No. All right. But it's in the English Journal or something. So, all right. Moving on. We got to get to news and do we care? And what else? Anything else in the chat that you want to get over?
Let's do news and do we care?
All right. No, and do we care?
Yeah, we need to pump this up a little bit.
What? I was pretty interested in the guys climbing the towers.
All right. I wasn't. I got bored.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry about that. Story number 1 about LinkedIn. If you've been on LinkedIn from September 2011 to October 2014, you could be looking at an extra $1,500. That's because LinkedIn is to pay a $13 million fine in spam lawsuit settlement.
Mm-hmm. They were spamming people, apparently.
How were they spamming people?
Through emails.
Like, what were they?
If you added that add connection feature, it automatically started spamming you with a lot of emails. I don't care because I'm not really on LinkedIn, so.
Were you on there during that time? Because I know I have been.
No.
And am I the only one? Has anybody tweet me, hashtag PK and DK, tweet us, or put it in the chat. Has anybody ever gotten a job off of LinkedIn? Am I the only one that, like, I keep going back and forth. I don't know if I should invest time in it. Like, I set up an account, but then I'm like, I don't know.
There are people at my current job that they've been prospected and
through LinkedIn. Yeah,
people are like, oh, I see that you worked here. We're looking for somebody.
Has anybody successfully gotten a job?
Oh, that I don't know.
Could you find out for next week? I'm just curious to know.
No, at least not at my work. No, everyone's still there.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Story number 2. So we kind of care about that, so we're not going to go to the basket, which is where we go when we don't care about stories. Story number 2 from DK. Go ahead.
So story 2 is about the exercise pill. So science is serious about developing an exercise pill, which is supposed to come out soon. And I wasn't very interested in it because I feel like, honestly, if you're going to be, thinking you're going to do exercise, then yeah, you should be doing that. But PK apparently cared.
No, if it actually works, yeah, why not?
So what the doctors are doing is, instead of targeting like one molecule or something, they're going to be targeting like a bunch of them to see like what exactly it is that helps you burn fat, work out. And so that's what the pill eventually will do, is so not just go to like one molecule in your body, but like a group of them to help you.
Did they say how far out they are?
A while.
Yeah, see, that sucks. That's always like, you always get these stories about, oh, we're so close to curing cancer, we got it, but it's got to go through whatever. And then it's like, you never hear about these things again. So what have you? I was kind of interested. I'm not really interested in the American Apparel bankrupt story.
I'm not either.
The owner got sued a bunch of times. Now they're going bankrupt or whatever.
It's been kind of like,
Do you want to go to the basket? Should I go to the basket?
Go ahead.
All right, we'll go to the basket right now. Woo!
Oh, that was terrible.
Interference from the wire.
All right.
Interference from the goddamn wire. I wish you guys could see it. What else? Go.
McMuffin. We can go right now, right this second, at 7:52 Central Time, and go to McDonald's and have a McMuffin.
All right, I redeem myself. Book the basket. Wait, that's how we do that.
How do you not care?
I just don't care.
You don't want breakfast from McDonald's for dinner?
And to be honest, I like Jack in the Box breakfast better.
Okay, all right.
And I live in Houston, Texas, where there is, what I'm addicted to? I'm absolutely I have to stop. I've got a serious problem, folks. Serious problem.
Go back.
I am addicted to Torchy's tacos for breakfast. Like the breakfast ones, between work and between blogging all day, I get like a good half hour just by my damn self, phones off, just relaxed time.
I'm at
and
work,
it's Torchy's tacos. Like, I can't. I brought you home some on your day off and you didn't even like them.
So because they are great tacos. Like 2 days later, my boss actually brought in Torchy's tacos also. And hers were a little different.
Because he didn't have corn tortillas.
Yeah, his was just the flour with the eggs, bacon, and that was just it. It was not like a lot. Yours was just very elaborate, like a burrito.
That's how I roll.
Like a burrito is a little.
No. And do we care? Do we care about the Astros win?
I think it's great, but that's it.
That's what, you don't want to go to the game or something?
No.
I was thinking about trying to give away some tickets, so I don't know. Follow the website throughout the week. I might still do that. I don't know. I'm going back and forth. Money's tight right now. We're trying to, do some trips and stuff. So, but I'm thinking about it. We'll see how that goes. Let's keep going. Well, speaking of sports, I don't know if this goes under the same category or not, but fantasy football. No. Do we care? Go.
I'm still number 2 on the fantasy football team for the League of Ladies, and I thought that was pretty cool. However, that's not really the story. Speaking of fantasy football, there was a story that came out about DraftKings and FanFuel, and somebody from there allegedly won $350,000 because they thought he had inside info. So they were going back and forth saying, oh, no, we don't do that. And then apparently the information that he had was after he made his pick, which was finalized. So he really was just lucky and got the $350,000.
Here's the thing. I am interested in this story because I thought I don't understand how you can cheat the system. They were saying in the article that I read that he had access to like all the stats. But what stats? Because the players still have to perform, right? And what stats can you possibly have that we don't have? I thought fantasy football on I've done FanDuel. You get a list of players, and then you can research what teams they're playing, and then it's just kind of like a crapshoot, right? I don't know. Like, how could they win 340?
How could they have?
If somebody knows, hit us up that for sure, because I want to call you, or you can call in. But put it in the chat first at pkandk.com if you know exactly how they were manipulating the system, because I did find that interesting. But as I was reading it, I'm like, this makes no sense. And finally, I'm going to end with the NHL story. NHL is back. NHL starts tonight. NBA already started. Mm-hmm. What's some thoughts on that? Do you care?
I love all sports. I'm your sports fanatic, and I'm excited that we have NFL, NBA, NHL, and MLB all going on at the same time. I think it's cool.
And then you come over to your boy who had no idea that the NHL wasn't like still in playoffs. I thought that they were. And Stanley Cup was happening, and I don't.
No, that's in February. All right.
Yeah. So that's
So let's see what these bad boys bring to the party. Roll it. Take
the PK and DK Show. Your average everyday couple who fight and make up on YouTube. Welcome to our dysfunctional life.
Don't freak out. I'm going to try to FaceTime the Shmeester.
I'm not freaking out.
No. I'm saying because if they're in the car and listening to the show. There we go. Yo, what up, man? There he is.
Stop.
What's up, sir? I wanted you to tell us the story behind the article that you blacked the F out on about this dude that is 800 pounds? Oh, damn it. We lost the thing. I'm not saying it's reconnected. All right, give me a second.
Technology these days.
I wonder if it's my signal, but we're connected to the internet. Let me see if I can just voice him real quick. Hold on. This never fails too. Okay, you there? Can you hear us? Well, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Oh shit. I think I know what the problem is. Hold on, everybody. Do some stuff online or some crap. Let me figure this out.
I gotcha. Nothing's working. We're broken.
What's broken?
The screen here. I can't touch anything.
Don't touch anything. Just do some stuff online.
So, yes, John is correct. KiKi found all of about the news stories. Whenever we don't care, we shoot them in the basket, and KiKi retrieves them and is eating it currently. I guess she's very hungry. I mean, she is on a diet. We will talk about a little bit later what she's been doing. Doesn't care. But in the chat, I hate the NHL. That's from John. I love the Winter Hawks, though. That's from John Donaldson. I do as well, John, and I have an amazing story that it's for like Throwback Thursday, but I actually might be able to talk about it this time, but because
dude, you suck when it comes to hosting the show for 5 goddamn minutes.
I don't know what you're trying to do.
You have like notes of stuff that we weren't going to get to or something. Just talk about one of those things.
Okay, so
Jesus Christ.
I have the perfect throwback story that I'm going to share with you guys tomorrow. My mom happened to be in the shed and found a bunch of stuff. See, I'm trying to finish my story, and then you're going to cut me off anyway.
Well, now, yeah, because I'm trying to get it working or whatever. Yo, can you hear us? I think we got you now. You there?
Come in, PK.
There you go. I got you, bro. I got you. Technology, I tell you, technology. But you know what? The good thing about the having some technical difficulties is listening to DK just completely
vomit.
Good.
I'm sorry, I do not have a professional radio show.
A radio show?
Yeah, radio
Neither
show.
did I.
Or radio show.
Hey, all right. So you did this article online and you blacked the F out on this guy that I kind of felt bad for. He's 800 pounds, right?
Are you kidding me? You cannot feel bad for that guy.
I felt bad for the guy a little bit. There's just a little part of me. You know what? No, I actually felt bad for him. A lot of me felt bad for him. Go ahead.
So I don't know if you talked about it at all.
Not yet.
So, okay, so in a nutshell, this guy is almost 800 pounds, and he gets admitted to the hospital, and they put him on a plan to where he can lose X amount of weight before it's safe for him to get a gastric bypass surgery. And while he's in the hospital, after he's lost a whopping 20 pounds, he orders a fucking pizza to be delivered to him. And so then the hospital asks him to leave the hospital as he is breaking his part of the deal on weight. And so they cut to him on this news feed, and he's in the back of like this 1994 Ford Explorer with all the seats taken out, and he's taking up the entire thing just like a beached whale or something. And he's like, well, they kicked me out. I don't know what's going on. I was sticking to their plan. And he says it like a real dick like that, like, I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, really, guy? Are you serious? And so initially I ranted and raved for like the quadruple the amount of stuff I actually posted on there because nobody really wants to read that much. But it was some very mean things.
Yeah, well, let me just read the opening paragraph, if I may. Let me start off with saying that I'm a fan of fatties. Huge. As long as a fat person knows that they're fat and they own it, it's the absolute best, I think is what you said there. I'd build my whole crew with fatties if I could. You ain't talking about me right now, are you?
No, I'm just saying fatties in general. I mean, I'm not saying, if there were more, just go ahead, keep reading.
It'd be the funniest, nicest, most laid-back crew around. We'd get into all sorts of exciting adventures for shorts of periods of time, of course, because we need lots of rest breaks. Having said that, fuck this guy. In short, he's 778 pounds, got moved to a hospital to keep from dying and try to slim down and get gastric bypass surgery eventually. An incredible 20 pounds later, he orders a pizza. All right, so let me say why I feel bad for this guy. All right, because the struggle, Ilya, is real. The struggle is real. We've been running our ass off. We work in your gym. The struggle is real. It's
not real, though. This guy, what pissed me off the most is in there, he's like, well, I understand it's an addiction and this is a disease. Really, dude, a disease? Like, go talk to somebody with cancer and then talk to them about disease. Like, if a cancer patient could order more cancer, they'd be like, no, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. This guy has an easy solution how not to be a fat ass, and he doesn't do it.
I don't think it's that simple.
And he just rides around in the back of his car.
Well, here's the thing.
Absolutely, it's that simple.
You can't blame everybody else. I'll give you that. You can't blame anybody but yourself. But I don't think it's that simple. I think when you're trying to eat healthy and your mind like wanders off into Taco Bell or pizza or something, when you get locked into that thought, it is incredibly difficult to like stay away from it.
As people are saying in the chat, it's an addiction.
Do you think it's an addiction?
Food,
it's not a Is it a chemical addiction though? I don't think it's the same. I see what he's saying. It's not the same.
Food is necessarily, but something is. I mean, there's obviously something missing in his life that he has to have all of his attention go towards something like that. I know, but that's what it is.
I don't care if he was raped every day by his dad or something. It is not the easiest solution ever is just don't eat it, dude. Like, it's that easy.
It's not that easy though. You don't think in his head you're starving and you just want one bite.
He's not starving. They're feeding him. Yeah, of course. He's probably like, oh no, I haven't had my 16 slices of pizza. This is just a shitty day. Oh no. But guess what, dude? You're gonna be fine. They're taking care. A hospital has been employed to help you lose weight, bro. Like, they're going to make sure you don't die. And if you really care about losing your weight, which you say you do, then you're not ordering freaking double days or whatever you ordered to the hospital. That's just bananas.
You don't think, though, that it's because we're looking at it from right now when he's 758 pounds, 800 pounds, whatever it is, right? He didn't get there overnight. The conversation doesn't start when he's 800 pounds. The conversation starts like every 10 pounds. It's like, it's difficult. It's not that.
100. Like, once you get like 300?
Yeah, it's any older, well, it's difficult. You don't think it's difficult, though? You don't give him any kind of pass.
I'm not saying that he's not in a tricky situation or that he's addicted to food. I mean, clearly to balloon up to 800 pounds, dude, to get to 800 pounds, you have to have something going on to where it's not easy for him not to eat. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is for him to play the victim card, and I don't know why I got kicked out of the hospital. I just have a disease, and I don't even know what happened to me, but these people won't help me, and I just don't know what to do anymore. Yeah, my face, dude. Are you kidding? Everybody knows what's going on. You're morbidly obese. You're about to die. They probably took him 40 people to get him out of his apartment. They probably had to knock the wall in. His poor dad probably had to quit his job. These people are probably using all the money they possibly have saved to do this. And he goes off and orders a pizza for $9.99. He's like, what? What's wrong with this? It's just a pizza pie. Fucking idiot.
Did he, let me ask you this. Did he not accept responsibility for ordering? Did he not say, I broke down, I'm sorry, I'm trying? Like, none of that?
No.
Okay, then he's a fucking idiot. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot if that's the case. You have to.
He was just like, well, I understand it's an addiction and a disease, and I don't know, I was sticking to their plan, and, you know, they asked me to leave. Like, what happened? You ate a pizza, bro.
You got to accept responsibility. That I will say. I'm a big fan of, like, personal responsibility. I'm not saying the struggle isn't real, especially when you're at that weight, especially when they've got you on. You know, you watch The Biggest Loser, and you just like, you know, part of me wants to shake my head at some of these people. The other part of me is like, oh, man, oh, God, that can't be easy. And, you know, didn't you have somebody that worked on one of those shows, a friend?
Yes.
And what happened with one of the ladies? It was the same situation, right?
Yeah, so, I mean, this...
By the way, let me just reset for any new people jumping in. We're talking about this guy got kicked out of the hospital, 758 pounds. This is Shmeeze, does stuff for the website at thedailyf.com. Great articles. One of them was going off on this guy that got kicked out of the hospital. Now, your friend worked on what show, or do you not want to say?
He did work on a show that featured a bunch of fat people trying to lose weight, like really, really, really fat.
You know, your side, your take on this would be so much more widely accepted if you didn't approach it with, yeah, you work with a bunch of fat asses.
Well, look, I say fatties in the most loving thing ever. Like I said, fat people are great. You know, they're funny. It's hilarious when they fall, as long as they're not like, really, I'm hurt. I'm just like, everything they do is funny. Their jokes are more funny. Like, you know, when they dress up for Halloween, they have so many more options.
Yeah. We talked about that. We were trying to do not a couple's costume, but like.
Oh, PK and Elia had like a bro night out on Friday, and you guys had a couple's idea.
Yeah, and
this
motherfucker's idea was, we can be the what's the Mexican wrestlers?
Luchador.
You can be Nacho Libre.
And you could have your gut hanging out, and you could like slam me. I'm like, what? I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
Hell? You can slam me with your gut out? That sounds very.
It's Mexican wrestlers, honey.
You don't slam. That sounds very strange.
We'd win whatever there was to win.
I'm going to pretend that we never even had that conversation. But go ahead about your friend.
But anyway, my point is, he worked for the show, and he saw some crazy stuff. And he just said, you know, the environment of the people's homes that you go into is just, it's not just that one person. You know, clearly his dad allowed him to balloon up to this weight, and his family did as well. And they're probably all overweight as well. And so it's disgusting when you go in there and he tries not to touch anything, and the things he sees in the hospital is whatever. But he was kind of sharing that, you know, they visit him for a couple of weeks and they come back in like 2 or 3 months and do another shoot. And he was saying that, you know, on the 6 months you come back and, you know, everybody's been working so hard to help this one person, and they're just like, I'm going to have 15 cheeseburgers now. And it's just like, really, you just spit in the face out of everybody. Like all the people that got you to the hospital, all the people that have been wiping your disgusting fat fold or wiping your ass because you can't do it yourself, or helping you piss in a bucket and spilling it on. Have you ever had piss on yourself? That's not yours. It's the worst. I mean, these people do it every day, and this guy's just like, hey, I'm ordering you pizza. They're like, oh, fuck it. Let him die. That's what I say.
I do see that on like The Biggest Loser, when you do have so many people helping you, and you've got so much on the line. You obviously, there's part of you that doesn't want to be fat, so you go on the show. Once you made it on the show, think about how many situations, think about how many people's chances and you've taken away by taking that slot. There's 1,000 other people that I'm sure have applied
more than that, yeah.
that really wanted to get their life back together. You got it. And instead of like really being focused, so I definitely see that side. I also see the other side again, not to harp on it, but I see the other side of when I try to be so damn good and I just can't get like a thought out of my brain, like where I have to have a bite or something, And I've been, I think, a lot better with it, but
I think that
I'm not at that level. Like when they're at that level,
you're not about to die from being overweight, dude. These guys are on the verge of death, and they can't control something that's easily controllable. He keeps calling it a disease, and I'm like, dude.
But I don't
if you
think
got full-blown AIDS.
I don't
think
like,
I'm gonna die.
I don't think that it matters how close to death you are, because the cravings are still going to be the same. The thoughts of your head is still going to be the same.
I know, but if let's say I've got a craving for anything, or maybe I don't know, I want to drink or something, or whatever it might be, and somebody's like, "Look, if you do that again, like you're legit gonna die," then I'm gonna be like, "All right, whatever craving that was, I'm not doing that because I don't want to die."
What up, people in the chat saying?
So, Chrissy's saying clearly he's got mental issues. Megs, the struggle is real to a point. Chrissy also says addiction is a disease, though. He's got to get his own issues, but addiction is a real thing.
It is, but you have to define like what is an addiction and what is not. For instance, like the people that come forward and they're like that like Tiger Woods. Is that a sex addiction, or is that just somebody that just likes to have a good time and then wants to put it under an umbrella?
Yeah,
like.
I mean, we don't know. I don't know Tiger as like my friend, but you can.
For me, I think like if there's a chemical that influences your decisions, then we're talking. Now, I'm not talking about, I had sex with somebody that's hot and in my brain it released a chemical and it feels good. I'm talking about like if you do a hit of heroin or some shit, there's a chemical that's gonna fuck with you. It's gonna turn your world upside down, do something. That is an addiction. I think food has a little bit part of that because there is chemicals that just, I don't know. I think a little alcohol for sure. Video games, not an addiction. I'm sorry, get out of my face. That's a choice.
Ian Gomez in the chat. I
understand. So is eating food.
Yeah, but you're putting something in your body.
Starving him to death. It's not like they were like, you can't have anything. They were just like, bro, just please don't eat pizza. Like, here, have this, eat whatever they were feeding him. And he's like, no, I'm just going to go and eat the worst thing I can possibly eat right now.
Hey, what's that video that you posted? I didn't see the video. He did a video on YouTube. What was that about?
Yeah, that's, so if you haven't watched that, it's definitely going to hate him. And you're going to be 100% on my side.
All right, I'm going to leave with that video, and we'll talk to you soon. And great job on the website, dude. You're killing it.
Okay, see you guys later.
All right, buddy.
All right, bye, neighbor.
This is the guy. All right, he is. Do you want to describe this for the podcasters?
He is shirtless at 785 pounds.
Food in my mouth, like I'm hungry. Like I never ate before, so fucking feed me. You can tell that I am really hungry. So why don't you just feed me that cheese pizza? Like the cheese pizza, like the cheese pizza, like pepperoni. Like the cheese pizza, like the cheese pizza, like the cheese pizza, pepperoni, and I like the cheese pizza. Cheese pizza.
All right, I can understand.
Right now I'm on Shmeeze's size 100%. I don't know why we even had that debate.
Yeah.
This motherfucker said like a cheese pizza.
He obviously doesn't care.
All right.
He just wants to eat and be a fat fuck. All right, keep it moving. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shmeeze with the
fatality. Finish him.
I mean, seriously. We got to get still off. Do you have any other comments you wanted to get to?
They're just
God, I can't believe you.
We're just ready to move on.
Dude, I was trying to have your fat asses back, and that's the video? Oh, my Lord.
Fat boy dance. I do have a great Throwback Thursday that I want to share eventually, so we can get.
Yes, I want to get to that coming up. Also, we're going to do a post. If there's something you don't want to miss tomorrow on thedailyf.com, and I'll post it on our Facebook page, it's this post of, I wish we knew how old you were.
Probably one of the sweetest things I've ever wrote. If I remember correctly, I was in the 7th grade, which would make me 13.
Let's do it in about 15 minutes. Where's there a clock? 15 minutes. Let's read what you have. All right. Stand by for that.
Let me set an alarm. Alexa.
Oh, we don't have her in here because I didn't move her in here. I've been
Would you
busy.
like
I'm
me to
sorry.
move her in here?
More money, more problems. Yeah, we'll do it in a few minutes. More money, more problems. I promised I'd tell everybody how to get Chipotle for $3, and I will do that right now. You can get it for $3 on Halloween.
I love Chipotle.
But to get that discount, to get anything for $3 at Chipotle, you have to show up in costume with something extra. They're not saying what that something extra is, but it's got to be something extra, something like if you go buy let's say a line, like for instance, you're Ashley Benson and you show up in that outfit, you're not going to get Chipotle for $3. Now,
You got to do something special.
something special. If you pour fake blood on it,
Oh, no.
you're getting Chipotle for $3. $3.
I'll admit, Chipotle is one of my things now that when I feel like I want to eat something good, something healthy, I want to go there. And then out came an article, how many calories are really in your Chipotle? And I was like, oh, I don't want to know.
Depends how you make it.
I don't get any wraps. It's all clear. It's all just salad and green peppers. And like it makes it look really healthy. But then at the end of it, I never eat like the green peppers or the other like vegetables. That's disgusting. I just want like the sauce, the lettuce, the cheese, the sour cream, and the chicken. Wait, Carnitas is back.
What?
Carnitas is back. If
Did
you're a
Carnitas
Chipotle
leave?
fan.
What the?
Yes, because they went away for a while, like a long time.
Oh my
That's
God.
why they always had signs
My
that said, sorry, we
world
still don't have
fell
Carnitas."
apart.
You didn't even know. Anyway,
No
move
idea.
along. You
No
don't
idea.
care.
Second order of business in more money, less problems. I still have to do an open for this segment. Got to do an open. More money, less problems.
I got one.
I want to get to yours next. Everyone hates Comcast. There's a service out there. I don't know why everybody hates Comcast. I don't have a problem with them here. I have had problems with them. The only thing with Comcast I will say is like if you try to have a technical problem and you try to solve it, these are the bitches. The only company, by the way, that sends you to India. Right? Every other company, they're like, hold on, technical stuff. Even my website, I've had so many problems with. I've spoke to somebody in Utah, Salt Lake City or something. It was fine, you know? Comcast, you got a problem. Oh, please believe you get that that international tone. Welcome to Comcast. Can I help you? It's like,
I'm so awful. When I hear that, I'd just be like, shh, my connection died. Like,
I've done that a few times, and I called back, and it was the same thing. Hey, welcome to Comcast. May I help you?
Oh, I sometimes, and same with like at work when I have like IT problems, like I feel like I have to like, I have to over communicate myself and be like, oh, how's your day going? So that they can actually care and fix my problem. Otherwise it goes like down.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah,
I don't do that. But I can't tell immediately if they're going to help or not.
Because like there's a priority level. And if you're like, you need to fix my shit now, they're going to be like, lower level. Hey, thank you so much for calling. How's the weather in California? And they're like, oh, it's great.
I'd hang up on your ass.
No, they talk to me. And
here's what I was saying about Comcast, by the way. We get it. Be polite.
People. Yes.
I know, but some people you can't help. Some people I can tell by their tone. I don't care how nice I am. I can tell by their tone. Some people are fuckboys.
You're always an asshole.
No, I am not.
If you called me, I am not. I would immediately hang up.
No, I am not. I have had great customer service. I have talked to one of the dudes for like 20 minutes after my problem was done. I'm always polite.
Wait, why?
What kind of
conversations do you have after
we were talking
the
about?
problem was finished. I should have ended the call, but we talked.
Do you want me to
20
finish
more
the
minutes.
sentence? We were talking about I forget what. We started talking about computers and then Macs versus PCs, and then he was giving me some advice on how to code stuff and what websites to go to. The point is, I always go into a phone call. Always go into it polite.
Do they
but
charge
you
you by the
could
minute for
tell.
that?
No, you could tell that some people are just fuckboys.
Hi.
From the very
KiKi.
beginning, that they don't care. You could tell it in their tone.
It's all about how many customers they get through the line.
Some people just don't care about their job.
80 calls this
Here's
time.
what I was saying about Comcast: more money, less problems. Air Paper is a place, I guess, and I don't know. I've never done this. Maybe you guys have. You can put it in the chat. You can tweet us #PK and DK. Has anybody had to cancel Comcast, and how difficult was that process? I know there's some prank calls online and some examples of how horrible they are, but honestly, has anybody done that? Was it difficult or was it fine? I guess it's so bad that Air Paper is a new company out there that will cancel your service for you for $5. So more money, less problems. Time is money. I wanted to put it in there. You also have a story for more money, less problems. Quickly, please. Because you've been having some wine. When you have wine, you ramble for 2 hours.
I was saying that I had a song. So for next week, I have something, but thank you.
What song did you have?
More money, less problems. I'm going to do a compilation.
Of songs?
Correct.
You're not going to sing it, are you?
No, I got a service for that.
Ooh.
Did you know, did you know?
We already talked about it, so you definitely knew about the green poop that is caused by the Black Whopper at Burger King. I wanted to know if anybody's tried it and if it indeed was good. I know at the top of the show we had some emails, but was it good? What do you, yes.
Is it out now? Because I thought it was
yes,
like
it's out right now.
I thought it was a Halloween special.
Well, yeah, but we're in October. They're not going to have it out for one day.
I thought it was. It was a spooky special. Thanks, Bernie.
How long did you plan? Did you plan that since before the show?
Since I sat here at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
At 1 p.m. you came up with that?
Where's my notepad? Look, for real.
At 1 p.m. you came up with that
Look,
shit?
for real. Where's my note?
I trust you. We know. All right.
Look, I wrote literally Burger King spooky burger.
All right. Go home, everybody. Show's over. Fuck it. Can't top that. Speaking of food, I love how
liven it up a little bit.
I love how we went with oh boy to a whole food segment where we talk about Burger King, Chipotle, and now this.
I know. I love food though.
There is a spot that I try to go to. I'm not going to tell you where. I'm going to see if anybody can guess. It's in Texas. It's not in Houston, but people wait like 5 hours. If you saw the story, I guess it's going to ruin the whole guessing thing. They just came out with saying that they've banned professional spot holders, which is a new thing. I saw this on Craigslist or some stuff.
Wait, really?
Yeah, in New York, people are making $1,000 a week holding places in line, whether it's for coffee, iPhones, whatever. They pay you by the hour and you wait in line.
This is the first time I ever heard of it reading this article, and I was curious because I've stood in some really long lines to wait for things. I mean, when I was younger, it was like concert tickets for like Backstreet Boys. Older, like the restaurant, I know we're not going to say right now, but the restaurant that you and I had waited for was in Vegas. And it was that Wynn.
You can say that one.
It was the Wynn buffet. You remember?
We did wait on that.
We were in line, or same with like the Rehab, like that club. We were in line so long that like each person would like leave and get a round of drinks, come back, and then the next person. I mean,
but I will say this: in Vegas, it's a different situation because you are running to the bar, you're drunk, you're hanging out with your buddies. It's a different situation. Waiting at a restaurant over 45 minutes, maybe an hour at the most. If there's a bar you can hang out to, acceptable. If it's a really top-notch restaurant, this place. Somebody's got to know. If not, I'll tell you. This place, people wait for 5 hours. Get out of my face.
I haven't been there.
I'll just tell everybody. Franklin's Barbecue in Austin has banned professional spot holders. Now, a couple of questions. Has anybody actually eaten at Franklin's? And if you're not in the chat, you could tweet us, #PKandDK. Is it really that awesome? And what makes it more awesome? Because it seems to me like barbecue spots, like once you get over a certain level of awesomeness, all right, they're all good. Is one really worth?
I've had a past coworker of mine. She went to Franklin's and said it was absolutely
Get her on the
amazing.
phone.
Okay.
Is it worth 5 hours? I can't imagine. I can't imagine what the hell that would be so much better that it's 5 hours. It makes no sense. In the chat, let's see. We've got, was a place at PDX that had a 30-minute wait and sent me tickets when my table is ready for 30 minutes from Christy. That's nothing. CO Life 1, CO Life 2 from John. That is indeed correct.
There you go.
I couldn't do that job from Cheryl. I 100% on board.
I could.
Oh, you could?
I could too.
I couldn't.
Give
No
me
way.
Give me a fifth of
No way.
alcohol. I mean, I could be the most pleasant person talking to anybody up and down that line. Yeah, I'd be just fine. I have ADD, folks. So I have to move around. I have to be challenged. There's got to be something to do, right? Like, for instance, and I said this earlier in the week, but the worst job, my hell, if there's a hell, would be working as airport security, the guy that like watches people to make sure nobody comes in through the exit at the security line thing. You know, there's always a podium or a chair, like a fold-out chair. There's always a guy sitting there for God knows 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, sitting there watching people. You can't be on your phone. You can't read a book. You just have to watch people for 8 hours, right? I would be really bored. Fuck that. There's no way. Unless I put Bailey's in my coffee, I'd be very bored. No way. Right. And you can't do that, especially if you're working security. Yeah. Like the same thing with waiting in line. I can't, like, could you imagine? You have to, all right, I hired you to wait in a waiting room at a doctor's office for 2 hours. You mean to tell me you do that? How much money would that take? $30 an hour, would you do it? Well, I have a question. Yes. So if I'm still in line and I'm doing a placehold for you, can I go in behind you? So you kind of like give me cutsies?
Nah, you got
Or I
to
have
wait there for 2
physically-
hours.
And then I have to leave and don't enjoy any of it except for the money that
You're
give me.
working.
I don't know if I like that.
That's not the question. Where are you right now? Are you not here?
I am.
The question is, could you do that job? Yes or no? You're in a doctor's office for 2 hours. Would you be able to do it?
No.
You just said yes a few minutes ago.
Sorry, no. I mean, I couldn't do it at a doctor's office, but if it's in a social environment, such as buying concert tickets for something, or being in line at a football game, or something sports where there's a lot of people that I have the same interest in.
Yeah, but you don't get to pick that.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can. Not if you're a professional thing.
If you're a professional line placeholder, you can say, yeah, I'm going to stand in line for Astros tickets, or I'm going to stand in line at a doctor's office.
I doubt it, because I don't think that job market.
Nobody stands in line for a doctor's office.
I don't think that job market, it's that big that you could pick exactly what it is that you want to do. If that's your full-time job, you're getting work that you can get.
That's not really a job, though.
How many things don't you like about your job? You don't get to pick what you like and what you don't.
I do.
No, you don't. You got to deal with groups you hate.
True.
My ass. That's what I'm saying. So you couldn't do that job.
But who calls people for a doctor's office line? That's an invalid.
I gave you an example. All right, so you're
shit thing to a real thing.
You are in a grand opening of an In-N-Out outside of California. The line is 3 hours. You don't get food. You just have to wait. You could do that.
Can I have booze?
No.
Then no.
You're working.
No.
Ratchet.
If I had a 6-pack of beer,
Ratchet.
Absolutely.
Ratchet.
Okay, there was this one time I did.
Oh God.
You drive me nuts sometimes.
You drive me nuts.
I waited at the Shipley's Donuts when... Shit. Erase that segment.
I can't.
I waited at Krispy Kreme Donuts. Okay, so when Krispy Kreme was a huge thing about probably 10 years ago, maybe 11, when it came to Portland for the first time, I waited in a Krispy Kreme donut line for 2 hours to get 1 dozen donuts of those Krispy Kreme.
That's like the people that stand in that. What's the other donut spot? What's the other donut spot in Portland?
Voodoo.
Yeah, the people that stand in that are idiots. Stupid. So why did you stand in that for 2 hours?
Because it was brand new to Portland, and I wanted to.
And why do you want to erase that segment?
I wanted to impress somebody at the time.
Oh, another boy.
No.
Oh, that's some shit. Oh, that's some shit.
No.
Oh, I see where this is going, folks.
It's before you. It doesn't
See where
matter.
this is going.
Sometimes sweet, all the time crazy. About each other. PK and DK. Forget normal.
I did want to play this for you. We got it online. It's, I guess it's a new rap song. And this guy, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. So let me just hit this. Let's see if we agree or disagree.
Fucking sucks bad. I don't give a fuck with it.
Okay, all right. Apparently there's going to be some bad language.
That's a lot of
bad language ahead,
explicit.
folks. Bad language ahead.
They're not even saying words anymore. They just got a hard-ass fucking beat to trick dumbasses like you to make you think you like the shit.
Now, he's talking about other rap artists.
Play that fucking beat. We got some real fucking mentally retarded rappers in the game. I know for a fact nobody know what the fuck these dudes be saying.
That's a lot of bad
Wait, turn my reverb and my auto-tune on real quick. This what the fuck they be doing.
Yeah, shout out that money. I put it on money, I put it on niggas, I put it on $10 my dollar. I roll this shit, my nigga. You got me shipping this shit on my mama. Give me some dollar. Dropping them niggas, I'm getting the money, got it to put it, cool in my dollar. I tell you niggas, I tell you this, I tell you I love you. I tell you you baby, I tell you this, I love you. I give you baby, my niggas, niggas are got in the game. I went to the doctor, he looked at my nigga, and he said, I'm down to make it sound a bit hollow. She got a jam in big hollow. Mama daddy just gonna stand a big hollow. They got a big hollow. I know the big hollow. I tell a big hollow. I tell a big hollow.
Now watch these dumbasses be like, hey, that shit was hard though, bruh.
That's so true. Come on now.
I was like,
That's so true. And that's my cut. I'm going to make that shit my ringtone.
how does it go?
That's your music.
I know. I was
Actually, I like Lil Wayne, but I hate Drake. But yeah.
You like
That's on point, right?
Have you heard Drake's new song?
No, I don't want to hear it. What, the Hotline Bling? Yeah, okay.
Am I the only one that I didn't know what he was saying until I saw
I still don't know what he's saying.
And I was like, does he mean
But I also, you know what?
Wait,
to be fair, I don't know what Selena Gomez is saying in that sexy song. I'm a 14 carat. I still don't know what she's saying.
It doesn't matter. She looks hot. But in his hot like bling, I thought that it was like, I see the hotline blink, meaning he's like,
no, bling.
At a radio station, and the hotline's like blinging, and he's like, I gotta take the bling. I gotta take the hotline call.
That would have been so hard.
Bling. I got that hotline bling, and I was like, oh, your boss is calling you on the hotline. You probably gotta pick that shit up.
In the chat, this beat is going hard on my surround sound from John. Erica fam. LOL, that's what I'm saying. Enjoying the beat. Perfect formula from it's Cheryl, right? I want to make sure I get it right. LOL, that's what I'm saying. Guns, money, and half-naked women. And rambling. Yes, I'm a rapper now.
I'm 14 carat.
14 carat.
We're so sexy. This reminds us of our bath time on
Ivan, you know what Ivan said when I first heard that I'm a 14 carat song?
By the way, people who don't know
the guy that we'll
who
work
Ivan
with.
is.
Rat bastard. The first time I heard the Selena song.
Bitch, you are.
Because the first time I heard that Selena song, I'm like, dude, that's my shit. And he was like, of course it is. You like that pedophile music. I'm like, oh, I hate the song, so I can't like that song. Ratchet Report, let's go. 3, 2, 1. If you're ratchet and you know it, and your face should really show it. If you're ratchet and you know it, clap your ass. First story in the Ratchet Report, see the kiss. Cute. That's indeed correct. Here it is right here. Unfortunately, that's not his girlfriend. Here's what happened, just to fill everybody in. And this whole story's online. You should check it out, thedailyf.com. Did you read it? Who do you think is lying? One of them is lying.
I have not read it, but I saw like the pictures.
Here's let me start with I'll start with the picture. Here's what happened. A girl was at a club, met this guy. They just hit it off. They started making out the entire night. She got his number wrong, which I guess he probably gave her like a false number or whatever. You know, they didn't hang out after the club. They just went about their business. She couldn't find him again, so she went on Facebook and was like, look, please, I don't know who this guy is, but I'm in love with him. We had the best night of our life. Can somebody please try to help me find this guy? That went viral, and the guy's girlfriend, his real girlfriend, hit her up saying, I can't believe it. That's my dude. I'm not even mad at you. At least I don't have to buy him Christmas presents now. So then this goes like viral. It's in the newspapers. It's in the Daily Mail. It's like everywhere, right? So finally, the guy breaks his silence, and the guy says, this has gone on way past a joke. I've tried to stay quiet, but I think it's about time people get my side, the truth. How many times has the story changed? Fame seeker, a liar. It's a very strange girl. This is a major setup. What's this space? Which she replied, is this guy effing delusional or what? Ha ha ha, as if. Now, I will say this.
Someone literally said as if.
I will say this. The girl is the one that's been quoted in like all these newspapers and all like interviews and stuff. The guy wasn't. Which I guess, like, if he was cheating, he probably wouldn't want to do that. So I don't know. Do you think she's?
I think that I mean, if it's true and he cheated and kissed like a girl, then he probably feels guilty and is trying to get like the other chick back.
Do you think if they were on break, he would be more public about it and he would have been the one in the newspapers? Because everybody has been trying to find this guy.
I don't.
And that's the only statement he released is like right here.
A guy is going to be like very upfront if they're about something, but if he feels guilty, there's no way. Like,
so you think he just got drunk, cheated on his girl?
Think absolutely. That's why he feels guilty on the side. Because if he didn't, then he would be straight up front. Oh no, we were on a break. No, she did her thing, I did my thing. This was acceptable. But because of the fact that there's like silence from him, I would be very concerned.
The second story that I'd like to get to here in the Ratchet Report. Let me see if I can bring this girl up as well. Because I don't know if anybody out there watches Orphan Black, but I swear to God, this is a spitting image of the girl.
Black. Oh my God. PK and I watched
Tell them about that show.
It's an amazing show. What is it on Showtime?
No, it's on BBC America.
It's on BBC America, and it's literally it's about clones, and this one particular actress plays all of these different clones, which is amazing. And the storyline is about how they're all sisters and they all have different lives, but they all protect each other as sisters. And then there's this boy clone who's
well, we're getting too much into it, and I hate telling people.
Sorry,
you're fine. I hate telling people that it's about clones because they immediately are like, "Oh God, it's some sci-fi show." It's a really good show
at all.
Really good show.
It's amazing. Just don't eat dinner when you're watching it.
But continuing with the Ratchet Report, and 3, 2, 1. If you're Ratchet and you know it, your face is really showed. If you're Ratchet and you know it, clap your ass.
You clap your ass or hands, love.
Whatever. Florida, being Florida, and in the Ratchet Report, a teen was not allowed to have boys over. Mom said no boys over.
A teen girl.
Teen girl.
Okay.
This is the teen girl right here. Let me bring her up.
Why does it matter? I don't need to see the girl.
You got to see the girl. Mom said no boys. Okay. She brings boys over. Mom is like, get these boys out of here. She smashes mom over the head with a Black & Decker coffee pot maker thingy filled with coffee. Oh. Pow! Over her head. Folks, that's why I can't ever want to have kids. Don't ever want kids. Everybody's like, oh, they're so cute, little baby kids. They grow up looking like this chick. Wait, wrong one. Looking like this chick.
It look like PK and me together.
By the way, that's what I was saying. Doesn't she look like Kasima? What's her name?
No, not even.
Yes, she does.
No,
that's Spitting Image. That's from the Orphan Black. And that's her. Come on now.
No, that's
Suck my ass. That's the same girl. Same
I'd
girl.
Your ass
Oh my God.
If it was close, but it's not. So F you.
Okay.
And we are going to keep it moving.
A guy in England called 911 on Thursday to report that he paid 30 minutes for a prostitute. He only got 10 minutes of service, so he wanted some of that money back.
Why
He's
do
been
people
arrested.
Do that? Arrested?
Arrested?
Yeah, it's fine. Why do people do that?
What?
Like,
if you want 30 minutes, you got to have 30 minutes.
Tattletale on themselves, like, oh my God, I just bought $80 of weed and I only got $10.
You're asking the wrong questions. Why do people charge for 30 minutes and only offer 10 minutes worth of services? If you're Ratchet and you know it, and you face it,
okay, all right, just keep it going.
Guy online said he used a kid to make a mold of his junk for.
Not kid, by the way.
A guy online said he used a kit online to make a mold of his junk for his wife. Vibrated too. The wife was like, didn't know that it was his junk that he used the mold from. So she re-gifted it to her sister.
What the hell is wrong with that?
That's why it's a Ratchet Report.
That is all sorts of wrong.
Do you tell your sister afterwards? If the sister accepts and was like, like bachelor party, something kind of fun or whatever.
Already done him anyway. Keep it going.
Wow. Guy in Pennsylvania got fired last year having extreme gas. Apparently was distracting his coworkers. So they axed him. Let me tell you something about extreme gas. This girl right here, lethal. Which brings me to our most romantic night ever and most unromantic bath in the history of all time.
Correct.
We make dinner, little Italian pasta. It's the only dish I can make. That's it. Like that or grilled cheese sandwiches.
Same with me, but we love it.
That's it. It was pretty good, right? It was all right. It was cool.
No, it was amazing. Yeah,
right? We have some wine. We had some more wine. We have wine on wine. And then we're like, hey, we watched some fireworks that were really not impressive.
It was just Saturday night. Right.
She's like, let's take a bath. I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm like, don't fill it up all the way, though, because I'm kind of big. I'm going to, so we get in the bath.
Honey, that's so sad.
And you start blowing it up.
That is not the true story. You blew it up first.
Yes.
You had an incident.
Yeah, but I apologize, and I thought we were going to keep going with our romantic bath, and then all of a sudden, there's something tickling my balls, moving up through my belly, and then pops up. This is something guys do, not girls.
What the hell? My fart didn't go up through your belly. That sounds disgusting.
That's what happened. I felt it tickle all the way up. There was a bubble that just, and I'm like, so I lean over, right? I lean over like this because she's in front. I'm in the back. We have some wine, little candles, romantic music happening on the Alexa and stuff. And we're like, no. And I'm like, what's up? So I lean over like, you farted, didn't you? You farted. You farted right on me.
No.
You farted on.
I didn't fart on you. I was behind you.
So then please believe.
This time I was behind you, which sounds really weird.
No, you weren't. You were in front of me.
No, because remember I had like the bath salts and I was like rubbing your arms down. How else if I was in front of you?
Huh. Well, did I fart on you first?
You did, you jackass.
Oh, well, I know you farted.
The fart battle started because you farted on me first. And I was like, ew, gross. Oh, now it's on. So I just let it roll.
So that was our romantic Saturday night. We were just in the bath, romantic bubbles, the bath salts, the wine, the candles, and the fart battle.
The fart
Just how we roll. It's just how we roll.
Nobody shit in the tub.
Oh.
But it was just cute. It was like bloop bloop, and I was like, "Aw."
Yeah,
PK,
that's
like,
and that wraps up the Ratchet Report. If you're ratchet and you know it, and your face should really show it. If you're ratchet and you know it,
or fart up your ass. Yeah, so PK does.
One more though, before I completely wash my hands of the Ratchet Report. If you're podcasting, I have the picture up. Go to an hour and 34 minutes into the show. You'll be able to see this spa place that we went into. This was after the Texans game. We got turned up at the bar. Couple of places down from the bar. And it's not a bad neighborhood, but they've got this reflexology. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
And you wanted to get a massage.
Yeah.
So
I did.
So we walk in. I knew it was shady from the very beginning, but you still wanted to do it. So we go in there. They put us in separate rooms. I have the whole thing online. I don't want to revisit the entire thing, but I will say this: like, chick jumps on my back and is like rubbing my shoulders while like grinding my back.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm just feeling like this was after, by the way, because it was so shady. I mean, look at that room. It was so shady. I didn't take my shorts off, which she yanked off.
Okay. All right. Time out.
Yeah.
Time out. So we went into the place and I was like, oh, I really need to, like, PK's been complaining. We really just need to get like a shoulder and back massage. I know it like does feet or whatever, but I was like, just follow the lead. And if they have it, then we'll do it. And if not, then we'll keep moving. And so we went in there and they had like a shoulder back massage for like 40 minutes. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. That's just what we want. So like, oh, we'll do that. And then the lady's like, okay. And then she starts instantly like grabbing my shoulders. And I was like, oh, that already feels good. Okay. So I thought that I had her. And then she takes me to like this room and then takes me there. And she's like, take all of your tops off. And I was like, okay, fine. No, I mean, they're going to massage everything. I don't want like my bra and shirt to get, they're going to put lotion on. And then I don't know what they did with PK because it was only supposed to be a shoulder and back massage. So the reason why she had your pants off is very...
No, because she was massaging my ass cheeks.
See, that didn't happen to me.
Yeah, she pulled down my boxers and she started going on my ass cheeks. And I was thinking to myself...
back massage. Nobody ever massages
full body,
ass.
baby, full body.
I never
She
get
did my legs, too. My legs?
I didn't get a full massage. That's not what I paid for.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. You got the wrong dude.
This too. Well, okay. So I didn't even know that was a dude. So I get in there and I take everything off the top part and I lay there and then they start like putting their rubs on me and I was like, oh, that feels good. And then he goes, how's the pressure? I'm like, oh, fuck, it's a guy. I'm like, oh, I guess that's okay.
Oh, how does that feel? Remember the one time you got me a massage and it was a guy and I had no idea?
I didn't realize boys aren't supposed to get boys, but now I get it.
Thank you.
So,
I don't mind boys because it's actually pretty good. Just,
But I mean, and it was fine. I just thought that it was the lady who met me at the front door, kept touching me, but no, she was on my husband. So anyway, I had the massage and it was fine, whatever. And then the guy left out of the room and I was like, oh, okay, it's finished. Maybe he doesn't know politely how to say I'm done.
This is awesome.
So...
Because that happened to me too. She left without saying anything. And I was laying there and I'm like, is she gone? Is it over? What's happening? So I went to get up and she walked back in with a towel. I'm like, oh, I guess it's still going on.
All right.
So the same thing happened to her.
Yeah. So he didn't say anything. It's been like probably 2 minutes. And then because, after the massage, they have you like relax. But I'm like, all right, this is kind of weird and good. And yeah, I'm ready to keep it moving. So I get up and literally am out and like I'm shirtless because I'm putting my bra on. And the guy walks back in and sees me topless. And he's like, oh, ma'am. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. I was like, okay. And he's like, not yet. And I was like, okay. He goes, I come back. And I'm like, okay. So I lay down and I'm still like embarrassed and nervous that I leave my bra on. And then I lay back down because apparently he's going to wipe off the lotion with the towel. And he comes back and gets like pissed at me because I still have my bra like on my back. And he's like, no, take it off. And I'm like, the fuck? Like, no, I don't want to take my bra off anymore. Like,
he's already seen you though, to be fair.
You've already seen my whole shenanigans in the front. Not impressive, but you saw him anyway. And I'm like, I don't want to remove anything more. Can you just like finish your wipe down and can we just call it a day? And then we call it a day.
He's already seen everything, to be fair.
And so
to be fair, he's already seen everything.
So he's like, he like wipes like and like roughly and really like he was like pissed. He's like, I'm finished now. And I was like, okay, thanks. And then I walk out and I sit out there like waiting for PK. I'm like, good Lord, I hope you're not doing like an hour and a half or you didn't extend or whatever.
No, hell no. I was trying to get out of there.
And so then he gives me a bottle of water and I look at him and I'm like, thanks. You've seen everything. And he was wearing like scrubs. And I'm like, does massage guys wear
That's the
scrubs?
least. I don't have a problem with that. The scrubs I don't have a problem with.
But what?
My chick jumped on my back, like I said. She was rubbing herself like on my back or rubbing my shoulders. And then she pulled like my boxers all the way down and started like massaging my ass. And I'm like,
wait, your bare ass?
yeah. You weren't getting the ass massage?
I never in my life from even a professional
Yeah,
place
nah,
got my ass
she got the ass. Yeah, she got.
PK.
Well, she didn't go in the ass. She was just like,
No.
you know what I do to you?
No. My guy like saw where like my jean shorts were on and put the towel so he didn't go down to
Well,
the
that's
crack.
why your ass has knots in it right now. Mine's good. Look at me. Woo. Oh, feeling good.
So apparently,
Money.
PK wants to
100.
go back. Tell the kind folks why you want to go back.
This is what I wanted to do. I honestly don't think it's a shady place. I think you could make it a shady place if you said some stuff, but I don't know. I really don't think it's a shady place. I think there's a big miscommunication, you know.
We walked in.
And I don't think it's the fanciest of places.
Well,
Bad
definitely
miscommunication. That's it.
They have a homeless guy on the side of the road holding a 20% off sign.
Here's what I wanted to do, though. While she's on my back, somebody calls, and it's in English, so I can understand like the 15-minute conversation. 15-minute conversation, setting up an appointment right on my back, and she's holding the phone like this, like with her neck and face, and then she's still like working the back and stuff, right? So I kind of want to go and record on my phone audio from the room and have like Shmeeze see how many times, or the other way around, see how many times we can call to ask questions and how many times he's going to answer the phone. Because I thought it was the weirdest thing. Ass rubbing and jumping on my back and everything else aside, I really honestly thought that just always being on the phone was the weirdest part of that whole experience.
I mean, I'm used to places, and this is going to sound very rude to whoever and cocky, whatever. I'm used to places where you meet your therapist. Hi, I'm Joanne. Oh, hi, I'm Denise. Do you have anything wrong? Should I be concerned? Oh, no, I'm fine. Would you like a glass of champagne?
That's just Red John's comment.
No. But no, this place, I mean, it was dark, and I laid my face down into literally a paper towel that had like a heart shape, and that's where my face went. And then immediately I was like, this seems sketchy. But I don't hear PK. And what the fuck are those bars doing? Literally.
Yeah, I was wondering. You know what? No, I actually think the bars are part of the separate, different type of massage. Don't they have?
Massage?
I think they have something. They hang something from the bars. I thought I saw it in a.
Like a person?
I don't know. If anybody knows, if you're watching the show right now,
bars and they like step on you?
It might be.
Ew, no way.
I don't know because I've never obviously been to a massage school or what have you.
I don't mean to be snobby,
but if you're podcasting, go to 1 hour 41 minutes and look at the bars. Tell us what they are. If you're in the chat, tell us. If you're like watching it while driving around, which we do not encourage. But you know what it is. Hashtag PK and DK. They stand on you. Yeah. That's a balance. That's what I thought, too. I thought that, yeah.
What we went to was a Thai place.
But
they have a lot of different massages.
Here's the thing, though. I don't think my lady was tall enough to be able to do that. Was your guy?
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
I tried to blur it all out.
And why don't you put some art in the wall? Like, it's so easy to really spruce the place up just a little bit.
It's a $5 Walmart clock. What's wrong with that?
I don't care about the clock. I'm just saying put like a picture up, put like some colorful lights.
Massage. That's from Low-Key Thumbs.
Yeah. And I don't have a problem with like cheap massages in shady places, you know. Just keep my boxers on, stay off my back, and you know, off the phone. Well, yeah, off the phone.
I don't know. I thought I was doing something good for PK. I should have gone to like the
great. Dude, ass knot's gone. Ass knots out. 713 Anita, thank you. There ain't no ass knots up in here. Look, I don't want to stand up because the headphones are going to rip off, but please believe. Did the homeless man massage you? DK from John.
I know.
Snobby DK. Honestly. Thank you, Megs. I agree. Snobby DK from Megs.
You just said that.
Because the other places that you talk about are $250 per massage. Yes, they're going to be nicer, of course.
Not all the time.
Most of the time. I am looking. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a really cheap place in Houston that's semi-decent, where they're not jumping on your back, pulling my boxers all the way off. You know, I don't ask for a lot. I'm really not that snobby. Just like a local spot that for $30 to $40, you really could go in and get like a nice massage. Because every once in a while, man, I tell you, I've been in here like, you know, I don't know, from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and you're on the computer and it's just like, man, it just kills you after a while, you know? So And the massages that DK typically likes and gets, they're just too expensive. Like, I can't justify that in my head. It's the same thing with going to Vegas and you bet like $200 or $300 and it's fun for a little while and then you lose it. I can't process that because there's so much you could have done with that, and money isn't easy to come by, and it's like, I just can't. So if anybody has anything, hit us up on definitely Twitter, hashtag PK and DK. And if somebody wants to help me with the whole, like, definitely calling in over and over and over again while I'm getting a massage, because I got to go back. There you go. Let me know. How did I do covering there?
You did a lot better than I did.
Yeah.
And
See, that's how you do it.
And I forgot there was no toilet paper.
Oh, did you sit in my piss? I told you I sprayed the hell out of that seat.
You better lick my ass.
What do I look like, the Asian lady from down the street?
Oh, good Lord.
So let's see what these bad boys bring to the party. Roll it. Tape.
The PK and DK Show. Your average everyday couple who fight and make up on YouTube. Welcome to our dysfunctional life.
Hold on, I'm bringing up Alexa here. Good job on getting Alexa. Whoops, I hit some buttons.
I just can't.
What can you get? Go ahead.
I just can't believe that the guy saw my whole boobs.
Yeah,
I don't show those I barely show them to you. I'm so embarrassed.
It happens. It's boobs. You've seen them before.
Are you
sure? I would guess. Little point, counterpoint. You can vote online. Let's check some results.
PK and DK's point counterpoint.
Point counterpoint is, have you ever moved close to a family member or friend? Did it work out? Was it a lot of fun moving and living close to a good friend or family member? Hit us up in the chat as well. Did you enjoy it? Was it awesome? Was it the worst thing ever? Did you move next to your grandparents' parents or something? Thought it was going to be awesome, and it was just pure hell. Please vote online. You can do it at pkanddk.com. Hit the live tab. You'll see it right there. Or if you just go to thedailyf.com, just scroll down to PK and DK. What is this? 10/7/2015. You'll see it right there. I'm going to vote with Team Friends. Team Friends. And currently, Team Friends at 70%. 30% with, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I completely slaughtered that. Team Space. No. Trust me, you don't want to do it. Seems like a good idea at first, but it's not. 70%. Team Friends, you can never be too close for the party. 30%. That's pretty shocking. 30%.
And the reason we're asking is, again, our lease is up, which always is up. And then we've already moved from Studio C to Studio D.
I'm so tired of that.
We're tired of moving. And then a place that opened up literally next door to the place where we do our H-Town grind and where we pass out of their house like every weekend. Like, that's open. So it'd be just like perfect, right? Or is that too
Can
close?
I run a couple of good ideas? I think they're good ideas. I'm going to run some ideas. And if if you guys can pull them off, by all means, because I'm so sick and tired of coming up with ideas and I see some other jackass do it.
Okay.
And it's like, why didn't I do that?
Speak on it.
So I might as well have one of you guys do it. That'd be better than.
I can do it.
Well, I don't even know if they're good ideas. So I'm wondering if somebody can really pick them apart, tell me if they're decent ideas. Maybe I should have put this under more money, less problems. 2 ideas that I had this week. First and foremost, I think the first one's going to be the most difficult one. You can't really do this.
Get to it already.
You can't really do this unless you have a lot of money. But what about an apartment complex that actually, KiKi, good, that actually gives incentives for good tenants? Because they don't exist. There's not an apartment complex I've ever been at, and I've lived in so many of them, that rent ever stays the same.
The reason
that you never get incentives. Now I'm not saying that shouldn't go up, but let's say an apartment where it doesn't go up guaranteed for 5 years if you're a good tenant. It's like in the deal. If you're a good tenant, if we like you, whatever the clause is, that place would be packed.
The reason being, especially where we are, is that there's such a high turnover rate for a lot of business people that come in and out all the time, that it doesn't matter if you're going to be here for 5 years or 1 year. You're going to make the same amount of money or more if it's you for 5 years or 6 people for 5 years.
Don't you think? And this is the part that really bothers me. We were talking with some amazing people we met last night about the oil industry.
Right.
And they were making the point that, they budgeted all this for when oil was at this price, but at this price, now we got to let everybody go. But I was like, well, it's not like you're about to lose your business. It's not like a small business, small pizza shop that if your business goes down, you have to close the doors.
Right.
You're still making shitloads of money.
You just can't.
A lot of money. And the top guys, they're still making millions and millions and millions.
Where your expenses were at this much because you had projected that you're going to get this much more money every year and you had this much more to spend on outdoor activities, team building, all of these incentive
But see,
things.
here's the thing.
They're all cut down.
Here's the thing. They fire like, I saw this on Facebook the other day. And if you work in the gas and oil thing, man, my heart
Oil
goes
and
out
gas,
to you.
yeah.
Oil and gas, yeah. I saw like they had like a mass layoff and this dude took a selfie in the room with all these people, all right? All these people, I bet you, like if you added all, I don't know because I don't work in that field. But I guarantee you, like if there's a couple of the top guys made 1 million less and they're still bringing in like 5, 6, 10, 20 mil a year, like all those guys could still have their jobs. And it's not like oil wasn't like, let's go back like 10, 15 years. Oil was at this price back then, right? It's not like people were like, I just think that, I don't know. It's just, go back to the apartment thing. Yes, you're right. You can absolutely do that. But it's just you're dicking people over. Once you make so much money, once you have a good business plan, what about just doing something right? Just a little something right for the people that aren't doing as well as you are.
I'm looking from like the businessman, unless he's like a sweet person, why does he care? As long as he's getting his paycheck and his cut and he can afford to do whatever he wants to do. He doesn't care.
But he can already do that. So after a while, it's just numbers. Because after a while, it's just numbers.
No. I mean, unless you have some really good guy, and no offense, that's probably not the industry that you're in, or your money's going to here or somewhere else. Like,
I just think I would be a good guy. I would like to think that, yes, I would want to make a lot of money so I don't have to be like under this prison cell of work. Absolutely. But after that, like, yeah, I'd want to do something right. I'd want to do something different. Change the model a little bit. Absolutely. My second idea, I've been really struggling with this idea because I think it's so awesome. I didn't try. I went to Joe Rogan over the weekend, right?
With Shmeeze, Boys Night Out.
With Shmeeze. He's got an incredible podcast. Really wanted to see him. I knew he was coming to town for the longest time. I procrastinated on the tickets. The tickets that originally were $37, I ended up having to buy for like $70, right? So I know there's an idea here. I just don't know what it's not polished. And if somebody can polish it and use it or whatever, good luck. There's got to be some kind of service you can start to where people can sell their tickets. Because I also saw this on Craigslist. Some people just wanted to break even. And I'm sure those tickets got sold out pretty quick. There's got to be a service that you can go to where you can sell your tickets for only like a cap, like 10% cap of what you paid for them. That way it gets rid of scalpers. See what I'm saying? So like, let's say we buy a ticket to Britney or whatever your thing is, and we can't make it. We still get to make a little bit of money, but we're not gouging people. And the people that really do want to see her can still buy them at a decent price. Like those Joe Rogan tickets that were $37, I wouldn't have mind buying them for $47, right? But $75, and some of the tickets, look, $37 tickets, some of them went for $136. Now that's people that are just buying, holding them on to, and trying to use you. That's it. There's got to be some kind of model.
So what you have to do is you just have to get rid of the scalpers completely.
How do you get rid of those people?
But I mean, that's why they have things on websites where you have to put in certain passwords and do that. But scalpers are going to always be there. And people are going to, like if it's you and I and we have these amazing front row tickets and we can't make it. I mean, unless we're like super nice people and we like, we want to give them to a person who will pay like face value.
No, I'm not saying not to make money.
The majority of people
make money.
Everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to make
I guess maybe that's a bad idea.
Like, honestly, you're like, I'm going to give you $110 for these Selena Gomez tickets. Well, I'm going to give you $200 for them. Well, I'm going to give you $300 because I really want to go.
But what if there's a website to where you can't do that? Don't you think that like
No, sorry.
No, because hold on. When you have Texans tickets that you were like, we're not going to the Texans games because they didn't drop like to a decent price. You always know you can go to this website and see if somebody's just like, you know what? Fair is fair, 10% over, 15% over, whatever. You always know what the prices are. You always know you're always going to pay 15% over for not being able to buy the ticket at the very beginning of the show.
No, because and I'm always online with the Texans tickets and they always like on StubHub, for example, they're way expensive. And then once the game actually kicks off, that's when sometimes it goes down. Sometimes they're completely gone and then that's it. But no, people that are selling them, they want to get the most of their money.
And I get it. John is saying it's called supply and demand. I get that.
Nobody wants to be like, I paid $100.
No, I'm telling you, there's something there. There's something there.
No.
Something there.
No,
there's something there because how many people are pissed that they can't get tickets because because scalpers buy them all and then they jack up the price.
That's true.
So there's something there. I just don't know what it is yet, but there's something there.
Get like the scalpers to like go away.
How do you get the scalpers to go away?
That's what Ticketmaster.
No, because it's still the same way. StubHub is scalpers.
Well,
StubHub scalpers.
StubHub is different because StubHub is where people already have tickets and they're reselling them. But if you're actually buying them from like Ticketmaster or
but that's what I'm saying.
You have to enter certain like passwords and like those things, that looks like a CEO.
What's keeping scalpers from getting those?
I mean, because you can't buy them like this. You can't buy them fast, so you can buy them just as like the general public. So if One Direction's coming to down, well, the scalper
they're obviously still buying them.
Well, the scalper
they're obviously
can
still
buy
buying
one amount of ticket, whereas all of the others can buy the exact same.
If you guys mark my words, if you want to be the next Uber dude that gets like a $3 billion business, that's what you got to solve. You solve that, I guarantee you're gonna make like some serious bank because there's a market for that. There's a market for that. You can't tell me. You yourself, you're like, oh man, these tickets are so expensive. There's a market. It's just figuring out how to do it.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying I have the answers.
But the people who are selling the tickets are going to want to be like the highest bidder to give them the money. So I don't see where.
That's what I'm saying, bitch. That's what I'm saying. You got to solve it. You have to solve it. I didn't say I had the answers.
Okay.
But you got to solve it because on the other side of that, you got people that would absolutely, the first site they would check would be the site that it's only 15% over market value instead of going to StubHub.
Then those will be like sold out instantly.
That's what I said. I don't have the fucking answers.
All right.
Bitch, solve the shit and then get back to me. Christy saying, didn't Pearl Jam try to solve this years ago? I'm not sure. Did they? I'd be curious. I kind of want to read up on that. If they did, I do want to check up on that. What else is going on in the chat?
Emma Gomez says that this is the problem I've had with the Houston Rodeo every year. Because, yes, the rodeo had a huge problem because they have so many great acts all the time and then scalpers buy them and then...
That's why there's something. We just got to come together, folks. We got to come together. I know code. Come up with the idea. Let's get together. Let's and then we'll just do this from like a tropical island. Probably not. Okay. You want to pay respects real quick?
Sure.
We got to go through this thing. We're running late.
Respect.
What are you trying to hit me for?
I said respect.
2 drug smugglers in Mexico tried to sneak 55 pounds of cocaine on the border recently. One problem, they put it in the airbag. They got in an accident. The airbag obviously filled with coke. They died. You think that's a good way to go, though?
I mean, better than getting a knife in your neck, I guess.
But like you see like coke and you're like, oh, so good. Good night.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know, but that's why I was asking you. Do you think that's a good way to go? Guy went to a nail salon in Philly Sunday night, got a manicure, then pulled out a gun and robbed the place. I have to give him respect. I have to give him respect because his nails still look good.
Respect.
Dr. Japan working at the ER a few months ago when a guy came in 3 times with fake injuries, trying to get medicine. We have a friend that's a nurse. Yes. People do this all the time. They try to get the fake.
All the time.
Doctor ended up punching him in the stomach because he was tired of seeing him. Fake injuries. Now the guy's suing the hospital. The hospital behind the doctor. I think that's awesome. I have to respect the doctor. I have to respect the hospital.
Respect.
And I have to respect the United States of America.
Oh.
Respect.
Very good.
Respect.
Let me see if I can bring this story up because I honestly, I felt so bad. And these things don't really happen in the U.S. These things really only happen like in India and like China and Middle Eastern countries. This fool went 4 days after he got married and got a divorce. To get the divorce, he sent his wife a WhatsApp message. So now the big struggle here in India, because this happened in India, is that legal? Because they're saying it's a legal thing. So could you imagine? Actually, maybe I should pay respects for the people living in India right now, because how many people wanting divorces going through, like, what is...
How do you have to divorce? Like, what?
You go to court, you got papers to sign, you got to get them to sign and all this stuff. This fool just said, you know what he said? This is so jacked up. That's why I wanted to bring it up and read it. Here it is, right here. This fool said, this is probably worse than getting divorced, like, over Snapchat. He said, quote, he said she was like an apple that he had already tasted, so he did not want her anymore. And I was like, oh, man, it's one thing getting a divorce thing through WhatsApp. It's another thing if somebody says, man, you kind of like an apple, but I've already tasted that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to respect the U.S. because stuff like that really in the U.S. is like, you don't hear that. Just like the other guy that got married to a chick, finally was able to take off the head stuff, and then was like, oh, you ugly. So he got a divorce. The poor girl is like left in shambles. So again, respect to the United States of America.
Respect.
Where we don't have to deal with stuff like that. Also, let me please respect, I could have been a scientist in Antarctica. There's a base, scientists doing whatever it is that they do out there. I had no idea. They have 3 bars on this base, and I guess they did an investigation to where they found out dudes were running around naked, and there were fights and all these things, and I'm like, oh my God, I do it all. I could have totally been a scientist. So please respect the foolery of the people in Antarctica.
Respect.
Then, of course, you got the guy that was cut off from his own bar, so he took a crane, demolished the bar.
Respect.
Cops couldn't charge him because they're like, it's your bar. Do you fire the bartender that cut you off, or do you keep him on to help you clean up the mess before firing him?
Yeah, you probably got to keep him on.
Did you see the bar? Online, thedailyf.com.
Respect.
And if you're looking to get fired, respect to DK, who came up with a list. It's 8 things to say to your boss. Talk to me about this list. Let me bring it up.
Yes. So 8 things. If you really want to get fired, if you're like over your job, but you don't want them to like, you don't want to like piss them off and then you want them to be like, bitch, you're done. 8 things say to your boss to get fired. You ready?
Yeah.
Wasn't that awful?
Horrible.
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
What's the matter with you?
I didn't know you were going to go to it because we were running so late, so I thought we were going to
I'm trying to do it quick.
I thought we were going to save it
late.
for next week.
Nah, we're doing it right now.
All right.
Hold on. Now I'm having like a...
It's fine. Let's save it for next week.
Well, we already here. Number 8 is I'm sorry, but I was hoping to get a 10% raise. Would that get you fired, though? I don't know if that would get you fired. Number 7 is I get so much more done during the day than Jane. Again, I don't like this list. This is a stupid list.
I get it.
What do you get? Go ahead.
You have a different job than I do.
Like if you say you get done so much more than somebody else, what would happen? You'd get fired?
Well, if you're like talking to your boss and you're like, well, I get so much more done than the other person. Like it's kind of talking bad about like your other coworker. You don't know that.
I don't have time to get that done. Is it number 6? Number 5 is that's not how the old boss used to do it. Oh, yeah.
That would be awful.
Yeah, I've said that a couple times. Jane feels the same way. Who the fuck is Jane? Number 3, since you fired all those people, I'm doing double the work.
Don't ever say that.
Oh, I like that. That's good. That's good. We bought a new house, so I need a raise, and I don't know how to do that. Is at number 1 if you're trying to get fired. Those are the 8 things. I'll put them online tomorrow so you can check them out. Yeah.
That's
what?
it. That's it. No, it's fine.
You can't start a sentence.
This whole story was supposed to be mine. I'm supposed to own it, and you totally fucked it up for me, so we're done with it.
How did I fuck it up?
And I closed the X, so I don't know anymore.
Okay, I still don't know what you just said.
Ooh.
Did you know? No. Did you know?
Thought this was pretty interesting because a chainsaw, speaking of work, was invented by a German surgeon in 1830 to cut bones in people's jaws. Think about that. Think about that.
Ooh.
Did you know? No. Did you know?
What's on the side of your face?
I don't know. It's jumbo zit.
Yeah, apparently. It looks like Mount Haleakala.
Okay. It looks like you should have some water.
And now it's time. What the? A look at today's most bizarre moments in the world of news. What the? Starts now. What the?
We're giving each other the death stares real quick. WTF stories, just real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on this as we've done a lot of news. You got a story about it in a desperate attempt to escape police. Some dude drove into the ocean.
He did.
Do you want to tell me? Do you want to elaborate more? That's all you know?
Correct.
All right. Guy in Russia was pulled over a few weeks ago with a small bear in his backseat, but he didn't get a ticket because he was wearing a seatbelt. I'm talking about the bear. Apparently in Russia, it's all right to drive around with a bear. That's all you need is a seatbelt, which, okay. 22-year-old guy in Florida got pulled over. By the way, these are WTF stories. Stories that make you go, what the, you know what. 22-year-old guy in Florida got pulled over last Thursday. Tried to hide 4 bags of cocaine in his mouth, but as soon as he started talking, the cops busted him. Again, what the F, dude? You know they're going to ask you some questions. You know it's going to happen at some point, you know? 33-year-old guy in Canada recently broke into somebody's house and made dinner, did laundry, built a fire, fed their pets, and wrote in their diary again. What the F, dude? What the F? Then we got the morning radio show in Zimbabwe. Favorite story, especially working in radio. Off the air for about an hour last Wednesday after baboons got into their transmission tower, chewed up through a bunch of cables. Problems you're not having in the U.S. No, sir. What are baboons?
They're monkeys.
Are they?
Yes.
Are they bigger monkeys than normal
very
monkeys?
Large, kind of like a gorilla.
Is it between a monkey and a gorilla?
Pull it up.
What are you doing?
I said I'll pull
What's
it up.
with this attitude that I'm getting right now?
I'm just annoyed.
What are you annoyed about?
It's fine.
You're obviously annoyed. Let's talk about what you're annoyed about.
Just keep going.
I'd like to know what you're annoyed about.
The fact that you're talking to me about what's annoying me is annoying.
Okay. All right, then we're going to go back in the day. Is that all right? I don't want to know you anymore.
Nope. Here's the baboon.
Oh.
So that baboon is an African or Arabian old world monkey belonging to the genus Papio.
Okay.
Subfamily of...
All right, sounds good. Back in the day.
And now it's time for DK's Today, Back in the Day.
Don't want to annoy DK, so let's go back in the day right now. Go ahead.
Dakota Johnson is 26, the daughter of John. Wait, I thought that was something different.
What?
Wait, Dakota. Who's the other Dakota?
I don't know. Dakota Johnson, though, is 26. What are you talking about?
Who am I thinking of? The one with Denzel Washington. Dakota Fanning. I didn't realize there was two Dakotas.
Dakota Fanning was definitely not in 50 Shades of Grey.
I don't think so.
Okay.
All right. Dakota Johnson, the daughter of Don Johnson and Mellie Griffith, the naughty but curious star of 50 Shades of Grey. ASAP Rocky is 27. Ashley Simpson, 31.
By the way, these are birthdays that didn't just happen today, but throughout the week since last show. Go.
Jesse Eisenberg, 32, from the Social
I
Network.
forgot to bring my picture in with him.
Zombieland. I like Zombieland. That movie was great. Batman vs. Superman, where he was playing Lex Luthor. He also, the brother of the cute little girl of all those Pepsi commercials in the 90s. Did you know that? Like the cute girl with like the brunette hair.
Yes.
Like easy with the biggest dimples. Rupert Friend is 34. CIA assassin Peter Quinn on Homeland.
I don't know how good Homeland is because I kind of fell off after the second season, but if it's good, will you put it in the chat and let me know because I kind of would like to catch up on that.
I did just see an interview where Claire Danes was on Ellen, and Claire Danes is funny. I mean, she's hilarious.
Rachel Lee Cook was my crush from back in the day when she did that hacker movie, 36. Alicia Silverstone, 39. Her dad's the nicest person ever. When I worked casting for a while, her dad called up for an extra job. I even told him, I was like, this pays like $50 a day and you're an extra. And he was like ecstatic to do it.
Oh, that's
You know
sweet.
who wasn't? The Pine Sol bitch. That lady, I called her not knowing that she was the Pine Sol lady. She was in my book. So I'm like, hey, we have some extra work. She's like, you know who I is? I'm like, no. The Pine Sol lady, bitch. And then hung up on me. I even told my boss, too. True story. Swear to God on my life. I told my boss, I'm like, some Pine Sol lady said I'm the Pine Sol bitch and hung up on me. And he was like, yeah, you probably shouldn't call her.
Oh, well,
okay.
then maybe there should have been like a warning or something on her.
Well, I'll put a little sticky note in there because at the time we just had binders and binders, a wall full of binders, and we'd have to, it was by age and gender and like all that stuff. No, because
I know, I get it.
movies would be like, hey, we need
I
a club
get it.
scene. So you'd go and then you'd call 100 people to try to get 10 to show up. Keep going.
Kate Winslet, 40. Your wife loved her in Titanic. Your kids hate her on
Divergent. Yeah. Horrible.
Yeah, I didn't like her there either.
Talib Kweli.
Oh, it's not really like that.
It's 40. Keep going. Come on. Let's go. Step it up.
No. I can't tell you about Tiffany. You go ahead.
You don't know Tiffany, 44?
Just tell us.
Surgically enhanced bubblegum pop star from the 80s. How do you not know Tiffany? Kelly Ripa, my girl, 45. Zach Galifianakis, whatever his name is, 46. Gwen Stefani, I'm not a big fan of hers, 46. Guy Pearce, 48. Iron Man 3, Memento. You know that dude. Tony Braxton. Oh, please. If you didn't like Unbreak My Heart, we can't even be friends.
It's a lady, by the way.
Tony Braxton, come on. Who doesn't know that? 48.
You
Mattress.
said my dude. Oh.
Mattress actress Sandra Scream is 49. She tugged our delicate heartstrings in 53 fine films, including Eyewitness News, I'll Have Another Butt Light, Snatched to the Future. Clive Owen, my dude. Great show.
God,
Great
everyone's
show.
my dude, my lady.
Great show. The Nick. Clive Owen. Watch it. Great show. catch up with season 1. Season 2 is about to premiere here in
Simon
October.
Cowell is 56, former American Idol turned X Factor homewrecker. Tommy Lee is 53. Yo-Yo Ma is 60.
Love me some Yo-Yo Ma.
I don't know who that is.
Plays the cello. Greatest episode of The West Wing, season 3 episode, I believe was 17. Look it up.
All right, rest in peace, Bernie Mac.
And Sting and Bernie Mac, yeah. Which brings me to, did you know?
Ooh.
Did you know? No. Did you know?
Another something that I thought was pretty damn interesting is Baby One More Time was originally recorded and offered to TLC, but they turned it down. I thought that was pretty interesting, especially with you liking Britney Spears.
I am shocked. That's all. I mean, that video was amazing. I'm just trying to imagine if it was TLC.
There's definitely, it wasn't. Are you trying to imagine if TLC did it?
Correct.
Okay, because I didn't know if you saw the video and you were trying to imagine if it is TLC.
No.
Okay.
I'm not that dumb.
1908, Henry Ford introduced the Model T. I was going to play that old prank call that I have, but I couldn't find it, so I'll see if I can do it tomorrow. Maybe we'll put it online. First Peanuts in 1950 came out. 59, Chevy debuted the rear-engine compact car, the Corvair. Only put that in back in the day because that was the first car I've ever owned. It was horrible.
What year was it?
1959.
That was yours? Yours was the original?
Yeah, but unfortunately, mine wasn't all fixed up, so it had a hole where my feet were, so I had to put a board down so I wouldn't see the interstate when I was driving like 80 miles per hour, and the brakes went out, so I had to use the emergency brake to stop on the interstate a couple times.
Yeah, right? You need something to drink?
I'm fine. But it was like the worst car of all time. I even had people try to buy it. Like, I can only assume people that know how to fix up cars. I wish I had the talent. I didn't. 59, The Twilight Zone was created. 71, Walt Disney World opened, Florida. 75, Saddest Song of All Time. Talking about Cats in the Cradle. That's what you were listening to, 82. Wait. We weren't alive in 82, but if we were listening to Jack and Diane.
Some of us were.
Yeah. Is there anything going on in the chat as well as I'm going through this?
Oh, my goodness, honey.
Is that a no?
No, they're just talking about our old podcast and how they're excited that now they're able to watch and chat live, where in the past they couldn't chat, but they just watched us and caught up.
What do you mean they can chat live now? They couldn't do that? What do you mean?
I started watching with an old podcast, then join live and love them. That's from 713 Anita.
Thank you, 713. I appreciate that.
Very
appreciate that. Master P's, make them say, oh, no. 97, 2000, 2000, we first went to the space station. I thought it was kind of interesting, but maybe not. 2001, so. System of a Down, we were listening to Chop Suey. We listened to that with our religious friends when we went to Canada, and we came back, because that's a song that goes, when angels deserve to die.
Why don't you ask Alaska?
Because I don't want to get pulled down.
Okay, got it.
But we were playing that on the radio, and our Christian friend that was driving, I kid you not, almost ran off the road. Almost ran off the road. Not a fan of Chop Suey. If I could turn back the hands of time, we were listening to that in 2001 by Are You Done With Your Homework, Little Girl, Kelly.
Oh, no.
There you go. 2003, my jam, Come Clean by Hilary Duff.
You do love Hilary Duff.
Oh, that's my shit. I am man enough to say it. Let the rain come down.
Is that the song?
Wait, that's the one I like.
I'm coming clean.
I like that one too, though.
Yeah, that's that one.
Alexa, play Hilary Duff's Come Clean.
Here's a sample of Come Clean album version by Hilary Duff.
Yeah. See, I know my shit. All right, Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. God damn it, Alexa, stop.
I'm coming clean.
Alexa, tell us a joke, please.
Not good.
What is black and white and red all over?
A newspaper.
A skunk with a rash.
A skunk with a rash.
What a terrible joke. Then Taylor came along. That's from Cheryl.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
We just talked to Hilary Duff, though. She's still cool. She's still pretty cool. Rodney Dangerfield died in 2004. He got no respect. He was 82. And I hated the song. I didn't hate it, but it was all right. Bubbly by Colby Coley. What is her name?
Colby Coley.
We were listening to that back in 2004. That's all the back in the days that we have for the week.
That's it?
That's it. And that's all, man. We got to get out of here because we are running now way late. And I have a bet. American Horror Story premieres tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And you said that you'd watch it with me.
Correct.
I want to see how long you'll be able to last.
American Horror Story, for those who aren't familiar, is a scary show. And I don't like it because I don't like watching scary things before I go to bed because I have a tendency to have really, really, really bad nightmares.
But you promised me, because we watched Scream. What do you think of Scream Queens?
It's a joke show.
Did you have fun with it? Was it all right?
No, I thought it was awful.
But it's the same makers, and you promised me because of that show that you would give American Horror Story a shot.
That is true.
So I'm willing to. How long do you think you're going to be able to make through it?
So this season of American Horror Story has Lady Gaga, but she is obviously playing a different character. And I was reading a lot about like her characters and her thoughts, and she was worried about her coming in as an actress. Everybody was going to think she was a bitch, and she's really not, and she's really down to earth. And I've kind of gotten in a little bit because I've heard of like a lot of the drama back and forth.
So you're excited
between them because I've been reading it and actually like paying attention. So I am excited, but again, I don't like scary things when it's after dark.
I would like to play for you the intro to the show.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's just the intro.
I really haven't seen this.
It's just the credits. But we have to still watch it, and I will time you. And you can't just say, no, turn it off. You have to at least get past the 5-minute mark?
I don't know. I'll probably put on my sleeping mask and pretend I'm asleep,
doesn't work. You gotta, because I want to do a post tomorrow.
I got it. All right, just get to it. Let's go.
All right, look up there.
All
Here we
right.
go. This is the brand new openings to American Horror Story Hotel.
That can't deal with this. I can't be like, after PK watches like scary weird stuff, I was like, can we watch two cute puppies or something like cute and happy?
You said you'd watch it with me.
I just watched 2 minutes of that song.
That's the intro.
Like the little kid,
give me a little bit of
like,
time. Of course they're gonna make that
like blood and disgusting.
It's the intro. They gotta make it creepy.
Entertaining to people. That's not entertaining to me.
It's a great show.
I want to watch sports. How is that so hard? I'll watch sports
I do.
over here. You watch that crazy ass shit over there.
I'm watching it. And you said I was going to time you. We already agreed to all this. Now all of a sudden you're backing out.
Oh my God. I'm not backing out. I'm just saying that stuff scares me, especially after dark.
Thank you, Ian Gomez, saying perfect music for Halloween. Erica Pham, being like DK, had to mute the volume. I used to love horror, but I can't handle that. I have nightmares, but I love the thrill, LOL. You know what? I don't like horror movies. I don't really like getting scared. But American Horror Story it's not really scary. I know the title sequence kind of is, but it's not. I've never watched the past 4 seasons and like jumped out of my seat.
So the last time I watched an episode was where this guy was in a fraternity and people had tattoos and he like blacked out or something. And he woke up and he had different body parts on him. And he had
But that's not scary.
Well, that creeped me the hell out. So no, it's not scary, but it just messes with your head. And I still think of that. I probably saw that over a year ago. And that's what I think of. That's why I was like, no, I can't watch it because for a whole year, I think about how someone's going to like cut me up and put on random arm parts. So I'm going to wake up one day and have PK's like legend tattoo on my left arm. Like, it's creepy as hell. See, that's my thing.
Favorite season, you know what? A lot of people are going to disagree with me.
Not my
favorite
thing.
season was Coven. Yeah, that was my favorite. All right, we got to get out of here. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you guys as always. Love you guys. Please check out the Daily F throughout the week. Send us a tweet or a Facebook message. I would like to do a blog tomorrow if we can at least turn it on to see how long she can actually
I know, I'm going to
go through
scared.
it.
I guess we're going to have to order some pizza.
I'd like to do that.
Yeah, I'm referencing back the
pizza guy.
Yeah, from earlier today. I'm trying to, there and tie it all together in a bow and deliver it.
It's been delivered. That's it. Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. We'll do something healthy maybe and watch that. Follow the Daily F. If you guys ever see a story that we should blog about or you want to blog, you want to send it to me, PK@theDailyF.com. Always love those. And we'll get it going. I'm working on including some other people on the website as well. We're fixing the whole chat and like all the little minute problems we're having with the web right now and trying to get it perfectly dialed in. If you have any ideas, I had the great one throughout the week. I forget who, but somebody sent me the message saying, hey, listen, when I listen to the show on the web and my phone goes to sleep, it turns off. So I'm working on that fix. Thank you for that. If you guys have any other ideas, I'd be happy to get to work on those. Send those in and get PK@theDailyF.com. Big thank you going out to the podcasters, to the views that we get throughout the week. Big extra thank you to everybody that joined us live.
Yes, in the
Go
chat.
ahead, last roll call.
We have Loki Thumbs. Thank you, Loki, for joining us. We have Manuel, Christy, Horizon, Ian Gomez, Eric FM, Sherelle, 713, Anita. And don't forget about those lurkers. You're still in there.
Thank you, lurkers. Thank you very much, you guys.
thank
Back
you.
away a little bit. Back away. See you next week. Take care.
It's the PK and DK Show. Catch us live weekdays at 5 Pacific, 7 Central, or at pkanddk.com with replays, podcasts, vlogs, and more.
I actually leave, and I'm not gonna say it again. Bye, 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 bye. Stop. Bye. I'm on the street. I'm telling you, goodbye.